win on. But overall, if they can bring what they did yesterday to the practice games, to today's games here, Erankle, Sanok, potentially Miramar too, it's going to be theirs for the taking.
Honestly, I think Vard is probably a top 3, I think, underrated player in Europe. I think he's one of the very best players in Europe. Probably top 5 on my personal list. And top 3 and one of the most underrated players probably in the world, because many people don't talk about him, but we see so many insane stuff from him.
I think one of the big things is when you're on a team that has, first of all, existed for a long time and not really delivered for a while, you kind of go under the radar.
Agreed.
When you have teams like FaZe and have some of these other top performers go out and really, really do well time and time again, even though you individually do well, you kind of fall below them and behind them. And now, with the addition of new players, I'm looking at WSG as absolutely one of the top contenders here. I'm looking as well at Liquid adding 2 new players to the roster. You can see K-Mind in there, and maybe I'm zooming in with my eyes, but James is blocking our view.
Who is it?
Is it just the Svetlana that's joining, or do we actually? Can we find out?
Oh my God!
There's an announcement.
Wait,
it's probably been announced already, but there's an announcement. No one predicted this one, guys. No one saw it coming.
There's no, it's not happening.
How?
Insane.
What? Who even thought about this? Shocked beyond belief. Mexi is on Team Liquid.
Well, he's at least playing with them so far in this
maybe
tournament.
it's just substitute.
I could be substitute.
I think he's subbing for Svetlana, actually.
That could be true.
I think he's subbing
Until
for Svetlana
further
today.
notice, I just checked his Twitter and I haven't seen anything. So it might just be him playing for now.
He's just subbing for Svetlana. I think that's a good call.
Yes. And Fatse, he's also coming there. Let's talk about the plane first of all. From the north all the way down to the south. Very western as well. So very limited what the teams were able to get on the eastern side. Not very contested. I like to see that the usual drops of the very high teams are not contested. We have FaZe, they have their Montenegro, very fat, very greedy split.
Yeah.
Picardo as well, obviously Liquid's own area. And Digitalytics are not in Chumacera at the moment. They're contested by Besiktas' new lineup. And it's a poor man's Picardo / Chumacera.
I don't
greedy little split there.
I mean, you say that, but I don't actually mind it too much.
No, I don't mind them.
So many this is your highway roundabout. This attack spot just south of Picardo is where you get to anywhere on the map.
Agreed.
Your loot might not be the best, but you can take that 1 minute extra because everyone is waiting for you to move. Liquid, they don't want to drive past DA right now knowing they're there. They're going to wait. Teams on the east trying to rotate west, they ain't going to drive through that area if they know there's a team looting. So DA is in a good spot. And another thing real quick about DA, their scrims recently have been very hurt with them trying to fight teams early. We all know about the NSDA brawl in Rostock and other teams they've been fighting down on this southwest side of Picardo. A lot of those teams are not playing in GLL Season 4, at least not right here today. And that, I think, will allow for DA to go out and surprise us possibly, because Smash Bay, a hell of a player, added to that roster.
Madrid as well, for that matter.
I mean, very skilled players. They could really deliver.
For me, there's 2 things with this. The poor man's loot in terms of they're going to be missing a lot of the utilities, a lot of the scopes, everything they want there. But one thing that is very good for them is they love to, first of all, rotate extremely early, get to a really central position in maybe second, even in the third circle. And if they get a really hard shift against them in the third to the fourth, they will also be most likely very centered there. So their macro skills is absolutely important. And this position, exactly this position, enables him to do such thing.
Exactly. We saw, just for a brief moment, their Exalt on your screen. Shiv, Monkey, Udyr, and Nailup. They've been out there delivering, and that's one of those teams that I haven't really pinpointed to one map. They haven't shown me their good map because all of them has actually been pretty damn impressive. And I'm looking at Exalt as one of the teams that can, maybe not by name of the team, because you guys might know the, I think it's a German organization, if I'm not wrong. Or a German team, either way. You guys might not know them by name, but I think they for sure could have a very, very good shot at making it to the top 8.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the rotation coming in. FaZe on the western side, coming in behind Omaken. I kind of want to say, oh my god, and also it's
Oh my god.
It's oh my god. It's kind of sad because it's the K instead, so there could be some confusion later if they start to play against the Chinese org as well.
OMG and
We'll see
OMK.
what's gonna happen. One of the teams is gonna have a rough time here, or two of them actually is gonna be Navi and TSM. TSM in a different location that they usually do. They've been looting in a area of the El Azahar and Junkyard in the scrims, and I think they want to continue that, but the plane was super rough for them, so they decided to take it to Amuda and kind of the northern side. But they're going to be coming in extremely late. But they obviously know we had a western plane, so they're going to assume that the eastern side of the circle is going to be less populated. So I think that's a very good assumption, and we'll see how well they're going to be able to fare into the further of the game here.
I mean, that, and also we don't have Ents. We don't have Diamond Dogs. We don't have these very heavy Eastern looting teams in this lobby, and that's going to mean, okay, so if a team goes out there, they're going into a spot they're not used to looting, they'll probably want to leave again real soon to get back on their quote-unquote usual rotation path. And I think TSM for sure, as you just said, they're gonna utilize that. Now, TSM is a team that don't necessarily rotate center early, but they do want to get in here early. And now let's see Metrics. And that's one of those teams we haven't talked too much about. Pokilaya. We can just call them Puck for the rest of the evening, so we don't have to deal with trying to pronounce it correctly. But Puck, they're I mean, I have two teams in this entire 16 setup. Puck and Alt. Those two teams, both of them qualifying actually yesterday from the CIS qualifiers alongside Tornado Energy, are the only two teams I cannot place anywhere. I must be honest and admit, I just have not seen enough from them as a full team to know how they're going to fare. So I'm very curious to see, if we start off here with them against Liquid, how things are going to go down.
And also, they have never played against so high-level teams. It's the first time that they're going to be playing against this of a stacked lobby. So I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to bring some of that firepower that they showed us in the qualifiers to this kind of lobby here. Because you're not going to be able to do as much as you're usually doing. You're not going to have as much space because here it gets punished immediately if you overextend or if you have a greedy split, for example, in a 1-1-2 or something like that. We'll see how that's going to go.
Well, we saw them splitting out wide. Now they're bailing out. Metrics trying to make a run for it. It makes perfect sense. That's what you want to do. I mean, if you go to the buffet and there's no one there, keep scooping up until there's no more room for food on your plate. And then when the old people come and want some food, you just give a little and keep the rest for yourself. And that's exactly how you want to spread out. And now here's the other team after Alt making their way in. Danimon and the gang. C-Wrong, you might remember him from, I believe, PEL Phase 1 when he was playing with Crow Crowd before that became a Winstrike team, or how it was, like the other way around. Before Crow Crowd became Finnish, he was playing with them there, so you might remember that name. He's been delivering, by the way, in the qualifiers. He was out there fragging, and I don't want to see if they can do that up against the arguably high caliber opponents here in the regional finals.
Absolutely. I remember his name, but I couldn't 100% play him. Crow Crowd is correct, and also he played in Huge Potential a long time ago.
Yep.
So we'll see how they're going to go. I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to play against these guys here. WGSG going to be moving out slowly of Los Leones. They have a lot of space going down towards Inside Games, which has improved extremely much since the last half year, I would say. Pixel, Otolovac, these guys have been absolutely fragging out.
The numbers they have been able to pull up over the last, I just want to say in 2020, really. I mean, they've just been, they've gone from, I mean, the thing is, that roster has existed for a long time. I've casted them in contenders. I've seen them have their ups. I've seen them have a lot of downs, unfortunately. But this year, I'm telling you, they are coming out with something new. I don't know what they've done from the end of PEL to now, but they have really upped their game. Looking at their online performances in the scrims and whatnot, they're out there, they're fracking, they're rotating, they're taking dominance. That was always one of their downsides. They always played scared and played on the back foot. Now they're saying, no, you know what, we're here and we're going to take everything we want.
Yeah, and this is actually a team for me that is an example of, at one point, hard work is going to beat talent. And these guys have been working so hard. They've been grinding for so long, and now they're here at the absolute top level. They need to get top 8 after these 18 games to make it to a tournament here worth $150,000.
That is I feel like if there's something you want to be motivated for, that could damn well be one of them. This circle, though, I was gonna mention that earlier, how circles recently with the latest patches have been kind of all over the place. Is the next one gonna hard shift Southwest, Martin?
If we get a
Ireland ending to start off the tournament,
I would love to.
It is GLL,
that.
you know. GLL is the Island tournament platform. I mean, that's how it is.
I would love to see that.
There is not a lot of space for teams to rotate in. Once these shorelines are kind of locked up, we already see OMK go on run, and Misa and Sauna Boys have to go all the way south of that. Yes, teams can get in here, but whenever the next circle pops, you're going to be, like, this is going to be Sanok close to each other real damn soon.
Agreed. I'm looking at Navi and I'm thinking, are they gonna do it? Are they gonna go?
You might as well.
Honestly, it's not bad.
It's not a bad call. And it's Navi. They don't want to fight early anyway. This is a good rotation.
If they do this and they manage to pull it off, and this next circle doesn't completely shut them out of the, they're gonna have some space in the bridge. Is actually a 200 IQ play right here. And this is something like kind of typical, especially for me. This is something that Senya is typical of calling. The eastern side though, Toby. TSM is coming in behind these guys here. It could be rough for them. There's a lot of space, though, but they don't know that yet. Serang Gujara is leading the way.
Yeah, after all, they're just a step ahead of the TSM team, who are, they think they're rotating and safe, but at the same time, with a hard south shift like this, they have to be ready to fight. Like, they're already sitting with their thumb on the space bar just to break and start shooting if anyone comes close. Vex. The AK primer, we don't see a lot of AK mains. He's now getting tacked up and actually knocked down behind there. Wade's able to find him. Should be safe for now, but I don't think TSM is going to stop to get this one up. And Wade again! Wow, they control the M4. That is some damn good shooting.
Absolutely, and he's going to probably push for this and try to take down Vex and Bear. I don't know if you want to be called Bear or Gemty yet. The other guy's obviously turning around and trying to get to a new position. Still have some time and space. The Bluestone is not on them yet, so they're probably going to rotate around. See how that's going to happen.
Yeah, we can see as well. That's the flush coming in. So only a few kills connected so far. After all, going to get themselves there first. And I think that if you're one of those, I mean, they know they're not FaZe. They know they're not some of these top-tier teams. If you can start off a tournament, maybe with a little bit of jitters, maybe a little nervous, not only getting a few kills, but taking out 2 TSM players, that is going to be you guys sitting, I don't know if they're sitting next to each other online, but that is going to be you smiling, but yeah, guys, come on, man, we got this. That's going to be a momentum boost for sure.
They're going to be cheering on each other right there.
Yep.
This is very stacked as well. We see Inside Games close to WGSG, and we also have Exalt. It's going to be very stacked for them, hoping it's going to go on the northeastern side here, because already the vast majority of our teams is sitting right there in the size of what would be around 4th circle. We'll see next one. I'm kind of hoping for something crazy here, Toby. I don't know. It's
can it not be crazy?
In the GLL spirit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, can it not be crazy? Even if it does go northeast, there's going to be so many more teams forced into that area, and there's absolutely nothing to play there. So no matter, like, I feel like for Na'Vi, they would rather have it hard shift away than be kind of in the water, because that's when people start looking down towards, oh wait, is anyone crossing over? If it goes far away, it's like, well, we don't have time to sit around here anymore. We got to leave, and that's going to open up some space for Na'Vi. So either go south or go to the other side of the map, because Na'Vi is a team that can rotate in the blue.
And already now, Soundboys are taking a few shots at Na'Vi, so they're aware. They're going to be looking, okay, this is 4 easy point, potentially. So we're going to see how that's going to go.
They're all right next to each other.
Oh!
There's so much water in this circle.
It's basically already phase 4 in terms
phase
of
5.
playable land space.
It's less than a square kilometer in phase 3.
Yeah.
It's absurd. We talk about how the center of the circle has to be on land. That's like just south of the road somewhere. That is absolutely
There's still going to
mad.
be water in the next circles.
Oh yeah, no way it's not.
The crazy thing.
No way it's not going to be. And the funniest thing here is that Na'Vi can actually stay. Obviously, they probably don't want to, but there's going to be so many teams forced to play the beach side that they're going to get free kills forever. And as far as, like, I'm testing my own PUBG knowledge here, but I think there's a boat hard spawn on the south side of that island, and Best of Luck might actually see it and go like, guys, you know, if everything else goes wrong, we might be able to do this. Let's see now EB able to find Kofest. K-Mine gets the flush. James goes down in return, though.
We'll see here. EB taking down, Metabay taking down 1. He's going to flush it. Make sure to get that. Jevlis pushing a little bit, but he's alone. There's only 2. There's actually 1 player that is knocked as well, but he's going to be alone in this. They're going to be pushing in, taking him down. Oh, this is not good for Liquid.
Nope, they're trading 2 for 2 so far. Mexi and K-Mine not really in a position to help, and as you can see, forced to dip. Weren't able to respond to that one quick enough, and they're going to have to play this one from afar. I think this, I mean, given that you have 18 games to play already now, you can call this one a, guys, you know what, this is a game where even if one team does well, 99% of teams will go out with 1 to 2 points after this game is over. And I think this is one of those just scrape off the hook and go. That was the warm-up. Let's get some good circles next games.
It is 18 games, though, so I'm certain that the top teams, they're going to do very well. I love that little flip there from Tornado Energy.
Style points, you know?
Yeah.
Turning his car into a tornado, that's part of the strategy.
And Soundboys, I mean, they're not inside the circle yet, but this southern territory is extremely playable on foot, and you can basically push anywhere. Wherever you want to go, there's actually playable space, and you can push on foot, and you can macro your way out of that easily. So I'm looking excited to see what's going to happen here. Okay, Mine shots on Compot.
Yeah, should be able to get back down safe inside the shack, but as you can see, I mean, when you're forced to play a shack in phase 3, you know that this circle is absolutely horrible. And the fact that we still have 57 people alive, that just... I mean, next circle, guys, if you feel like it's been boring so far, which I wouldn't understand if you did, next circle we're going to lose something like 25 players, pretty much no matter where it goes.
Absolutely. On the northern side, especially Navi's crossing already. See if the Sounder boys are ready for that. They're already taking shots at it. Blaze still here just north of Besiktas, taking shots at Analytics. They're moving in. He's also taking shots at them. They're just sending it. This is a classic. This is extended to the middle here.
Yep. They don't have time to sit around. The thing is, if you can get center here, and you're pretty much guaranteed to be inside the next circle, oh, hold that thought. Mexi runs one over, tries to get the hell away, but he is most likely gonna explode, and indeed he is. Liquid down in 16th. Couldn't find a response to Besiktas pushing the compound, and they go up in flames.
Fortunate for them. Navi managed to get 2 guys across, and now they're putting some pressure on the Sounder guys here. More shots coming in. Millman taking down Metabay. They're fighting on the western side. It obviously did go north. Ixal is sitting very happily in the middle. Michael actually found his way in the middle as well. And WGSG, they're going to be pushing down toward this very large warehouse. On the western side, though, lots of fights. Samble taking down Damap. And Nuki is left with just 30 HP.
And this is why you see a team like DA do what they do. It's a scary play, but if you can go in and get that center position, they have probably just secured themselves a top 10 spot at least by just being inside this circle in a spot where they don't have to fight. They don't want to do what Tornado's doing right now. They don't want to clean the edges. No. They don't want to sit out here with the risk of being kind of snaked to death. They want to play safe, and they want to play as 4 late, kind of like Navi does. Navi just never actually sends it center. They like swooping in the, or sweeping in the late game.
No knows that combos there. That's I don't know if I like that nade there. He's actually just completely giving away his position right there. And now Navi's going to be moving up, and they're going to be taking a lot of space in southwest here. Maken though taking some shots. Iroh saw Blaze pull up. Rip and Lipson. These guys, they're good players. See what's going to happen here. Iroh has an idea. Both are low right now.
Yep, tacked them both up pretty well, Michael. I don't think he wanted to start shooting just a moment ago. It's not going to either. Iroh has been like the snake of WGSG on this map. He has ways of staying hidden that I've never seen anyone else been able to perform before. Apocalypse goes down. As you can see, we have 2 Blaze players who made it in. The other 2, I don't think they're going to get very far from where they are right now. Vart found 1, and Lipson, as you can see here, and Drip still alive.
Iroh's trying to get another position there. WGSG guys are moving in. Rip just laying low. Smokes are coming out. Michael, he should be moving out, in my opinion, here. He hears the fights going on. He could get further into the circle because eventually these guys are going to come towards him and take him down.
The thing is, there's been so many nades thrown, there's been so many shots fired that all the teams that are in a safe spot right now, they're looking in this direction for a potential third-party opportunity. And he knows he's a solo player. Prone down. Right now you're safe. Stay alive. And see if, by any miracle, you can get into placement points.
Well, maybe in third part of the last fight. Jello's going to take down Millman. Miracle's going to find Laza, and that's Besiktas out in 15th place, right? Tornado's also in a bit of a trouble here. 2 guys alive. Iroh's going to take down Rip. Iroh's going to be taken down by Lipson, though, on the other side. Now Samti's moving in.
Yeah, he needs to come in here, help. He needs to help immediately. They need to deal with Blaze. Yep, he actually did see him on the edge of the smoke. That nade should be golden, though. It's right in front of him. Takes him down low. No kill coming in just yet. Lipson still around. Gets a chance to prone down, get a first aid off. He has a pretty damn decent position as well. Good ridgeline and no one else shooting from behind. But WGSG needs to deal with him, and they do. Miraku finds him. Vart goes down now, though. FaZe from miles away. Not only the knock, they find the flush as well.
It's very unfortunate for WGSG. Maybe Michael can be third-partying this. When they come down, they could be hurting. They could be... Everybody's shooting at them at the moment. It's looking very good for them. Western side, a lot of teams... fighting on the western side. You know what? Missed opportunity. Fuzz FaZe.
Yeah.
With a PHACE. Why not just Fuzz FaZe? F-A-Z-E.
Yeah.
That's a missed opportunity, I feel like, you know?
Whenever you can throw a set in there, you got to do it. That's the game away.
FaZe, Fuzz, you know, double FaZe.
Ah.
So just both repping the FaZe clan and having the FaZe.
Yeah. I get it. I
kind of feel like that's a missed opportunity. Now that somebody stole his name, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
He does have a lot of fans, so I understand that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. This is the main issue with this area of the map. You cannot play the bottom side at all. The compounds have such a good overview of that field that you can't do anything with it. T-Bone missing a few, also connecting a couple, but it's not going to be enough to take down the Navi players, and they know they now have to play safe with the team behind them.
That's why you want dance lessons before you start playing PUBG professionally. Because are you able to dodge and weave like the Tat just did there? You will survive sometimes. Soundwise is going to be out in 13th. Alia found Jubasic.
Yeah. This is where the center compound teams, they just sit and wait.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you go with it. That's you just get to stick around and reap your rewards, and teams just not able to go anywhere. You can see this. There's nowhere you can go now to be safe, and I think Punk is realizing that the days are counted.
And FaZe is just, they're laughing right now. They're sitting as the only team on the western side with cover. They're going to be cleaning up the whole western side.
Yes.
Senate Energy is under fire. Hawk also under fire. I love the name.
Yeah, that's DA's Lul player. That's Mert Gonga as well, trying to see if he can connect some shots over towards the puck name up in the northwestern side. No kills coming in though. 2 dying to the blue, or at least getting flushed by the blue. Metrics is going to be on his own, but I think Uber, as you can see, has a pretty good idea of where he is.
It's kind of few of those kills. They had 1 kill before we started spectating Uber. So he's gotten 2 in this time. So he's going to be able to, he saw him. He's going to be able to predict it perfectly. Gustav as well. Gustav, I like that. Kimban, look at this Navi. They managed to get on the western side, cross the bridge, get all the way in the south, and now they're wrapping when Omak and they're probably going to get in between. We'll see, though. Pointing out Unique on the other side. We'll see how that's going to go.
Yeah, this is scary. Unique, they're one of those teams that I really want to keep my eyes on for this tournament. They got the invite based on their GLL Season 3 performance, which of course is a while back, so it can be go, but can they perform now? Yes, they can. Believe me, they're still the exact same good team, arguably even better now than they were then, because they've just picked up two very talented Na'Vi players in Pokan and Deucey.
And honestly, I love standing and play with me as well. They are amazing players. They managed to win money in other games as well. They are extremely talented FPS players. We'll see how that's going to go for them, though. They're pushing now. It looks Pistol is going to go down to standing. They're going to be flushed as well now. Navi's in a bunch of trouble.
Yep, sandwich.
Vasco, though. Ooh, no. Didn't manage to steal it. He's down to 19 HP himself, though.
Completely and utterly sandwiched. Navi is in trouble. Tap should be going down any moment. Yep, he's going to be spotted from the side. And there goes Navi out in 11th place. And now it's up to Team Unique, having just cleared that side of the circle, to figure, do we want to push further into Omaken, or do we want to go back up straight north and maybe hold them out? I think they should just go back, sit in the circle now, and wait, because they saw people from the north side. They saw Tornado Energy up there too. If they can get one more sandwich opportunity, couldn't ask for anything better.
I actually recently had an ending in this specific area here, and I absolutely love the inside games. They're sitting in one of the best areas. They have 360 cover. The only place you can actually get into it is from the south. They might be able to get a really good position off this. Michael, though, has spotted Iroh. Is nearly going to take him down. No, Miracle's going to have help, and they're going to be able to take the warehouse easily. It's unfortunate for TSM, but 10th place for them. No points, unfortunately, but managed to get pretty deep into the center of it. Example, down to Melman for Tornado Energy here. Page is on the run.
And this is where Omaken, or formerly known as Suktadam, can start playing these maps like they would play Sanok. Move around together, push it in. Now they have lost Ivel already, which of course is unfortunate. And T-Bone being knocked as well is an issue, but they should be able to get the rest up as I say that. Hop on over here, Melman. He's getting breached, or pushed at least, by FaZe from the other side. So he has some commitment to figure out, do we want to look one way, do we want to look the other. Seems like DA wants to help him out at least a little.
Who has been knocked? Lots of smoke coming out. Plus FaZe on the other side. Page is going to find Melman. That's Tornado Energy on 9th. And now is where the fun begins. Every time you get eliminated, you're going to get some placement points as well. 8C.
He's just going to be waiting. 8C, I mean, a.k.a. Brad throughout the skims, he has been insane recently. His individual performance has just been unparalleled to anything we've seen in a while. Let's see how is he going to hold off here. Headshot onto Page. There's going to be a good start to it. Peeks over again. No damage done towards him so far. He has 3 players to deal with, but look at how Fuzzface is positioned perfectly to keep him covered from above.
Ooh, nice nade there. Going to put a lot of pressure onto Page. Maybe knock him. Yeah, that's going to be nice. More nades coming out. 8 can now move a little bit with that. Maybe pushing upon it. FaZe, though. Fuzzface has been knocked. FaZe is down to 1 player.
That is a scary knock for 8, because that cover he had from behind, that is now gone, and he needs to go seek some cover elsewhere, and it's not going to matter. Exalt finds the kill stand, and then find out just prior to that, and now Omak, and you can see with 5 kills, Page getting 4 of those. They have a field to go into, and I'm sorry, guys, but you're probably only going to stay alive for as long as your smoke's up.
Now Unique. Yeah, well, look at the amount of space Unique has. Unique has like 50% of the south on the circle here. They're going to be able to push in and get so many kills. Third party, all the fights. All
that's going to be damaged.
On to inside games. They can't hold this passively. Pixel's going to take down Surang, though, and one more down. It's going to be unfortunate for him. Danymon's going to take down Pixel. After Lovax and Freakle can now push onto this. And trades are coming in.
That one's right on the feet of them. No damage done, though. Fortunately, Free Kill trying to lop one over. A little too far down the hill. Not going to do any damage either. But Sampeak actually has a good off angle on the other side. And I think with these nades, I was just going to say, they can... Okay, I missed that one. It's like playing battleships, you know? One off on the side, little more left, little more left. And you keep that communication with your teammates. That's going to work out for you. Sampeak and Free Kill are the last two remaining players as Ostrolovak just went down to Monkey.
Free Kill, Sampeak. They have to do something here, otherwise they're going to get a third party. They know Sampeak's just trying to peek here, funnily enough. Inside Games is in a really great position if they can make this happen. Kujara and Wade, they need to get up, though. They need to try to make something happen. You saw him. Oh, the nade, though. It's going to take both of them down. Fantastic by Free Kill. Are they going to be able to get the two other guys up as well and survive from this? They might even win this game.
I mean, when you have like 19 nades available, I think he ran back to his knocked teammate to get a nade and run back and throw that one too. Let's see Mithralius looks over, gets the double as well. What a spray transfer with the ScarL. That's arguably the quote-unquote worst AR in terms of damage output. He held that one down and it worked out to perfection. Omarkin out in 6th.
I can't say how much I love Mert for changing name to Lul and just embracing the meme.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely lovely. Here they're sitting with top 5, 17 alive. These guys are known to be able to make it into the kind of the top and the end of the game, and here they're just sitting laughing, playing extremely well.
This is where before I want to say yes, DA oftentimes made it to late game. When you look at the stats from previous tournaments, you'd actually be scared to see how many teams DA can beat in making it to the late game. They just never had the fragging power to then go out and win games. But now, with Mithralius and Smash Bay there, Smashy, insane numbers throughout contenders in phase 1, I believe it was back then. He's a very talented frag. Of course, now he's dead, so it won't matter too much. But Mithralius added as well. That is a lot of fragging power you're adding to that lineup, and that can actually sway that ship going in your favor in these late game scenarios.
I honestly feel like they could, with the right circumstances, the 18 games, I kind of feel like they could outweigh the average and get into a top 10, top 8 maybe.
Yeah? I mean, I would not be surprised to see DA in the top 8 whatsoever. I'm not going to say expecting, but I would not by any means be surprised to see them making it through to the land finals.
Welcome to South George here. There, you have to make a move. They're just in a position to completely keep them out. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Iroh and Miraku.
And they can't heal to either. They need to push forward. That's a double one coming up there as well. Iroh is down real low. Okay, the circle does stop. They're going to have that plateau to play around for a little while longer, where that's just a bait for even more nades coming their way.
Free Kill managed to get all their guys up alive except one. No, he's alive as well. There are 4, so they're laughing right now. Digitalytics. Nades are coming in, not kind of connecting yet, though. Monkey's going to find one. Oh, Sam's is going to be taken down by Play With Me, though, because Unique has so much control in the south that everybody's fighting in the north now, right now.
Yep, they're just chilling. They don't have to worry about anything. They can just sit down there and get a top 2 guaranteed. I mean, it's the final circle. They don't have to go out of those compounds. They can just play it like spread out, take control, and chill. Just wait for this brawl to end. Yes, you could get 3 more kills, but it could also lose you your first place game. If you stay down south right now and play passive, you'll have 4 alive, and there's no team up above that will have 4 coming into this last fight.
Inside Games with a very nice split. Pixel in the backline, making sure that they don't sweep. The other guy's trying to get some of those points and kills. Pixel's going to go down as a stun, and that's not going to be good. Monkey saw Iroh push into Digitalytics. They're trying to get the points here. Play With Me. He's going to find Miraku and knock him as well.
Unique has all the vision. They have
Unique has all the hands. All the cards in the hand right now.
They just have to wait, and most importantly, do not get knocked. For anything in the world, do not get knocked. Don't risk everything going for the peak on the second player. Going down to 3 players instead of 4 this late in the game can be the difference maker. Monkey, nice spray on towards Iroh, finds him. Samty is still alive, but for how much longer? It's
like less than 20 HP. He's just sitting on the edge.
No vest
Smoke is dissipating. He's going to be found as well by Monkey. They're cleaning up. 3 points so far for Exalt. And they're going to be a top 3 right now. Inside Games, Unique. The question is, who's going to initiate the first fight, and who's going to be the third-partying factor here?
Given that, I mean,
Unique should be the third party.
Yeah, I mean, Exalt can actually chill in the compound for longer than, because right now, inside games on the east have a little dip they can work around, but they will need to push down before Exalt has to leave the hillside, which is the only thing preventing them from being shot at by Team Unique. So it has to be Unique, and like if Exalt play this one right, they can wait for Unique and inside games to fight, and then they could actually go out and get that third-party opportunity.
I think Exaldo, they want to swing around and take on the western side. Now, inside games, they're going to do the same exact thing. So we're going to have a triangle fight here. See how that's going to go. Adusi, though, is going to be ready with a nade. That could go far, and that's
short.
not going to connect
It's
short. Yeah, he didn't jump. Unfortunately for him. Inside game's moving in as well. Now we're going to have a really nice three-way battle here, Toby.
Once these smokes start fading, which they do in just, well, I want to say 10 seconds, whenever that first knock comes in, you'll see the other teams full-on engage on. That's what I've been missing from inside games for so long. That eagerness, that aggression, where if they get the first knock here, you damn better start sprinting. You want to go up and you want to get those kills. And, well, right now everyone is playing it passive. They're everywhere. I mean, there's more smoke area than
there's a little less smokes than one particular team in NA uses to res one player.
Just had to throw that one in there.
Free kill. No, that would have been an insane opening here. They lost Pixel. They need to get this. This is clever. They know they're three. Stand in, connects one. Oh, didn't get the other one. Shift got standing down.
Great control. The 6x just couldn't stay put for too much long. Pokemon is on his feet still. As I say that he does go down, so play with me and Doozy by themselves now. But here comes Inside Games. They know that Team Unique on the fire, but they're actually shooting north regardless.
Doozy finds Monkey now. Shiv is alone from Salt.
Coming down to the blue. Unique
time.
down to...
They crawl. He's going to have time a little bit. Nah, maybe not. He's going to try a third party. He's going to find one.
It's just the Doozy left alive. Shiv is a solo as well. It's a 1v1v2.
Oh, nice steal. That's another point secured right there. And Unique is out. Sampeak found him.
Yep.
Monkey's going down fast. This is a 2 versus 1 shift. Doesn't find one. He didn't see him. Nice. Well played by Inside Game. 6 kills, but their positioning throughout this game, Toby, is just so perfect.
Inside Games have never been about the aggro plays. They're playing on the receiving end, but not playing receiving in terms of, oh no, we'll just do what you guys allow us to do. They're playing receiving on us. We have decided, it's our decision to not fight you guys, and you have to deal with that. And they played it so damn well around that.
The way they pushed back after ult and made sure that they could keep 4 guys alive was really crucial for this win here.
I agree completely. I mean, ultimately, just first of all, the first couple of circles, the fact that we actually had 57 people alive in that phase 3, I must say, I thought it was going to be 40-something because I guess it goes to show they're finally back. Like, they want to have as much playing time, especially in the first couple of games, as they possibly can, these teams, to get back in the groove, to get the feeling back, because it has been a while, and yes, scrims are great, but they're not the same.
No, and if we had this type of circle in scrims, there would have been a lot less players alive with this. Nice start here. Unfortunate for TSM, they were very slow, but unfortunately didn't get into the circle here. Also, Liquid going out in 16. They had some unfortunate events for them. But Unique, they played well. Managed to get the southern circle. Didn't manage to close it out though. But 8 kills for them though.
And the thing is, Unique, they never played passive. They were never just, oh, we got a compound, let's just chill and do nothing. Once they saw an opportunity, they pushed out Na'Vi to get the third-party opportunity with them and Omagan. They pushed back immediately instead of overcommitting to that fight. Their decision-making, like you can make 4 or 5 decisions throughout a game like that, where your in-game leader says, guys, now we're doing this. All the way through, they did it. But in the end of it, Inside Games just won the fight. And that's just how it is.
Not many, the majority of these teams here, I'm not surprised to see them up there. It's kind of expected what we've seen so far. But I'm excited to see how it's going to go further.
That was a hell of a start to the tournament, guys. We're going to go take a short break, so stick around. There's plenty more PUBG coming your way in just a moment.
Welcome back! I'm here at last. I made it. It's always like a rat race for me to arrive on time. And I sort of came in the door just as you guys went live. I'm casting with mine. Yay!
Last time,
you know what? Last time we cast, you know what happened?
Here at least. I offered you some Danish.
But you know the game? Yeah, there's that. But do you know the game the last time we cast together? You remember which one it was?
It was probably... was the Knights?
It was the Knights.
Yeah.
It was the Phase 2 finish. Pittsburgh Knights making it through to GLL Season 3. It's the last time we got here. Yeah. And of course, we're looking at the qualifiers for GLL Season 4. Inside Games just took themselves first victory. Could be a big deal, obviously, if they're looking at top 8. You know, they're not one of the teams that a lot of people would have said were going to be in that top 8. So getting themselves a start, it'd be 16 points to kick things off is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be the kind of start they want to be looking for. They're more of a team that wants to get the kind of the average games, good-looking average games, and this is the type of game that we typically see for them.
Are we going to be starting talking about the average points average and all this lot they used to do on the PEL desk?
No. We're not gonna be. I'm just saying they're looking for like a good average of games. They're not looking to have
exactly.
like. There's
they're never going to have the highlight reel moments, or they may do. You never know.
We've seen some from Upsilowatch, we've seen some from Pixel, but I'm looking to see some games from them where they're going to have some bad games, obviously, but they're going to have the vast majority of, top 3, maybe top 4 with some kills here and there, and that they're going to kind of jump into the top 8 with
They did very well in the duos, the Wingmans, when we did that in Christmas. And I heard, obviously, Toby talking about like how these guys have been popping off in contenders previously. For me, it's like I refer to it like a football analogy. Might pass a lot of you guys by, but thinking of Timo Pukki at Norwich, like this Finnish striker, scores about 30+ goals in the Championship, gets into the Premier League. Sure, he scores a few goals, but he's not as star-powered as he was down in the Championship. And that's kind of what I'm thinking of. Like, now they're with the big boys. Now they're with the FaZe clans. I would say Team Liquids, but they went out 16th. Yeah. Although, they've been kicking ass in scrims, right?
They've been doing quite well for themselves, I would say. But
and finally...
we'll see. It's going to take time.
Mexi reveals himself to the world.
Yeah, but it hasn't been announced.
No, it hasn't been. So that's why I was just saying upstairs. I was like, no, but he's not been announced yet, so it's just weird.
And he didn't announce himself. So far, he's a sub for Liquid.
Yeah, so we'll see. Here's the scores. George Dawes. Inside game, 16 points. Team Unique, it's looking good. I like to see Team Unique back in play. I like the players they have. I'm impressed to see how it does. Navi, I thought they'd do a bit better considering the position that they had. Only got 1 kill. 1 point. That's it.
Wait, what? 1 point? Team Unique? No.
Navi. No, Navi.
Oh, Navi. Oh, yeah, true.
They kind of like split away.
They extended a bit.
Went to that way.
Yeah, they extended a little too early, and Unique had just had a too great a position for them to be able to do anything.
Welcome to South George. Also, obviously getting themselves 11 points there. Were kind of gate camped a bit by Exalt. Exalt getting the placements obviously ahead of them, but welcome to South George picking up the kills as we'd expect. And look at that. Digital Athletics, you can't ever keep them out. They got knocked out of the PEL, but they're right back in it. 5th place for the first
9
game.
9 points. Fantastic. Toby and I, we were talking about it, honestly. I think these guys might limp into the top 8, top 10.
I like them. I always like them.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
love
love
that
hate,
nerd.
but it's a different style of play that they've used, and it works. You know, it's how they got into the PEL back in Minsk. Oh, I know a lot of people have struck it from their minds, Minsk, but back in Minsk, they obviously got through by hook or by crook, and it was the style of play. I mean, I think back to, who was it? GLL Season 2. Damn it. M19, when they won it. They didn't even say win a single game, but it was a different style of play, and it works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but we're back on Miramar, Martin. Right down the middle, dead easy. This one shouldn't be too many problems, so we'll see. Does everyone get their locations, and is everybody happy? We've just had the first game, and this is always the interesting one when you mix the lobbies up. Is everybody happy where they're dropping?
I think TSM was happy if the plane wasn't a little slightly off the left of the center, because they're dropping Junkyard and Al-Azhar, the old G2 drop. So we'll see how that's going to go for them. They're going to get the cars on the road towards Al-Azhar and then split out from that. Honestly, it's a pretty greedy, pretty nice split. I like to see it from them. And the amount of space they're taking is enabling them very well in terms of loop and also in terms of cars, so they can move in.
And I'm going to have words with production or more the observers in the break when we change over for tomorrow, because I can't stand seeing Team Liquid in red, FaZe Clan in purple. I want these colours fixed. I want blue Team Liquid back in there.
Okay.
I want that sorting out. I don't know whether we can, because we're on live servers, right? I'm not sure if we can.
You can. No. It's
can.
changed in the observer rule.
It's
smiley
good.
face.
Yeah.
There she's shaking. X is shaking. He's like, no. I decide the colors, but I think this is the random colors decided based on the logo. So it's automatically generated. So the reason it's purple is because it's white and red.
Who is it that's playing as Bear at the moment?
That is a Gemty.
It's Gemty, that's it. I was just trying to think.
I don't know why he's playing as Bear.
I know. I remember seeing him in the scrims. I was like, wait.
As Bear.
I'm like,
and then Samty.
Bear, and I'm like, Gemty's in there somewhere.
Samty's Xiong.
Xiong.
I don't remember what it is, but it's Chinese.
It's Panda, isn't it? Is it? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'd have to look that one up. I don't have my phone with me now, so you got here you go. You got a tablet. Go for it.
We can.
It means Bear. It means Bear as well.
Oh, okay.
So they got Bear.
Bear, Xiong, and Bear.
Are they?
Okay, that's kind of cute.
Are they the Care Bears?
Yes, they might not be on the same team anymore, but they're still being cute across teams.
I mean, I guess they're both sat. They never used to live together, right, in Finland. I mean, obviously they did as kids, but I don't think they do now.
No. They changed. Yeah.
So they're
Exalt
I just think them both
early.
sat in the same room. That was all.
Yeah, oh yeah,
the Bear Bears.
I think Samty moved out kind of early. So
so
they didn't live.
he was the beaten kid, the beaten child.
I doubt
I was the one. I moved out before my brother. My brother's 3.5 years older than me.
Oh, so you moved out at 15, 16?
No, I wasn't that young. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
I don't know.
No, I didn't flee the nest that quick. I hung on as long as I could.
If I could tell something to my younger self, that's what I would have said. Oh yeah, the conquistadors of Miramar. I think Exalt is just already in a really fat, greedy split from the start here, looting Minas Generales and Graveyard. I like to see it.
I mean,
see how it's gonna work.
They have.
Usually, I'm not
prime
a fan.
territory. I see Pixelix also got the big compound as well. It could be huge. We don't know whether this goes
what this
north or
compound
south.
is in Finnish? Drefeli compound.
Of course it is. It's the Drefeli. It's where he had his massive game in PEL.
You know, I played the GLL NA qualifiers with some very good lads.
Yeah.
And we had one game where the circle was a little further south, and me having watched probably 1,000 games on Miramar,
you're like, it's definitely finishing here.
We're going to Drefeli compound, and where did it end? We're just sitting in the middle laughing for 8 circles in a row.
Knew exactly where it was going. I mean, every time I see this, I may be thinking it's going to either the hills of Impala, where, like as you mentioned, Monkey and Co, or pretty much covering everything at the moment. It's a very greedy run for them. I would say TSM are being pretty greedy with their split as well.
Yeah, so they're betting on the northern side.
Yeah.
And the Exalt boys, they're sitting in the middle, inside, sitting on the south. There's obviously some tendencies in the fourth circle that's going to happen. We'll see how they can play out of that and predict that. Especially in this area, it's very predominant with that. Unique is on the northern side. Pokemon is just getting in. We'll see if they're going to maybe rotate all the way on the eastern side. They know that TSM is taking a big split, and there's nobody playing north or east of them, so there's a lot of kind of space to rotate on the eastern side when they play. And Omaken is coming in from Porto Paraíso. Park is coming in just west of that on the bumpy road in the middle, just coming in very, very slowly, way slower than the Omaken boys. FaZe, they're going straight east from Monte Nuevo.
Might bump into DA en route. Team Liquid
DA
also
extremely
got
slow on this rotation. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Considering they're looting just south of that.
Besiktas have got the right colours, by the way.
Yeah.
They got the right colours in there. Okay, we got something sorted out. That's okay. Tornado Energy up in the top. Looks like they may bump into Na'Vi on the rotate as well, all looking towards that northeastern area. And then, of course, Unique making their way down south. Pokemon doing a doozy. Both dropped from Na'Vi. I wonder sort of how much bad blood is between these teams. I don't know in the CIS region. We haven't seen a great deal of them, but Kemba, one of the main fraggers from PEL Phase 2. I think he was the joint top fragger, if I'm not mistaken. 117 kills or something like that. 129 was it. It was big. I know that. Big numbers. But he's in trouble.
Little smoke, and he got out of it. Talking of bad blood, rivalry. You know what I really have missed
Yeah.
rivalry.
Rivalries.
Yeah, and
'Cause it doesn't happen.
It's extreme. We have such a good community. People are extremely friendly. So nice guys.
And it also comes from when everybody's kind of living in the same city. Everybody, it's who you know, right?
But
so
even
everybody
before
started
that,
together.
I kind of feel like people were extremely friendly. But now that the rosters is changing and like not indirectly being dropped, but like they're saying, you know, we might want some changes here. Navi could be one.
I feel like this is like, you know, when you think back and you're like, oh, if I could go back and do it all again, this is what I'd do. Well, they've all got
maybe.
this chance, right? Because we're back at 2018. We've
Yeah.
gone back to the start, and everybody's got like, right, this is my plan. This is my roster. This is what we're going to do. This is where we did it wrong.
Right.
Back in GLL Season 2, Season 1, when we went to PGL and all this, like, everybody's got their own ideas, so they're all figuring it out. So we'll see.
What I feel though with talking about Navi and Aduzi, like Aduzi was one of the best players in PL, if not
The best.
the best at one point.
Outside of Uber, I would say.
Yeah, outside of Uber. He was definitely top 3. He was a big fragger when Russia won the Nations Cup, and then to go to this and be Unique. Unique is a great organization. He's playing with extremely talented players right now, but I'm hoping there's a little rivalry. So we can see that.
Absolutely. It seemed that way.
Not in a negative, like bad, by the way, just the rivalry. I would love to see that.
It seemed that way when they parted ways. When the announcement sort of came through, Aduzi did not seem happy.
I don't think you saw it coming, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why would you?
No?
You've been the top fragger, or one of the top 3 fraggers, let's face it, in PEL Phase 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And prior to that, with GLL Season 3, I think it was, where obviously he was with Red Diamonds. Him and Bestalosh were also top fraggers, and that's where they sort of shone through.
But also, like, Navi's a Russian organization. They went to the Nations Cup, massive prize pool, massive coverage, with massive viewership as well, and won that. The amount of kind of pride, both for Navi and there's so many positive things from that. But they have big trust in Senya and Bestaloch, and honestly, they are amazing players.
Oh, no, he's got him. Boom.
And now going down to Combat Trash, another fellow CIS player.
These are guys that were always sort of there or thereabout, the Tornado Energy guys. Like, they were always top contenders, but never quite made it through, unfortunately, when they had the playoffs. But this is just a full lockdown. I mean, this is way outside the center of the circle. This is edge circle play. And honestly, Bestalosh is completely out in the blue right now. Nowhere else to go. On his own. Meanwhile, back in the center, well, James has got himself a bit of shots that didn't really land as sweetly as I think he'd like there. And Exacta's managed to get away from that one. Easy.
Now sharing this compound. Kind of central, actually. Very central.
Is it Zacta?
Zacta.
Zacta, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Russian. Not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Russian at least.
Feel free to message us if you know different pronunciations. And he has gone down. It was Shiv that actually knocked him.
It
so
obviously
where the heck
means
is
something
Shiv?
else.
So Shiv is completely is way away. So Shiv got the knock, but James got the kill.
Oh, Shiv got the knock like 300-400 meters away.
Yeah, I was going to say
Absolute
it was a mini from a long way away. There we go.
Oh, yeah, look at this. This is like 300, 400 meters. Yeah, 300 meters.
Fancies a bit of Mexi as well.
Well, I don't like this compound that Monkey and Shiv is in. Particularly because the rock is right next to it, so I don't know why they're playing
Let's see where it goes. It's gone okay.
It's
kind of standard.
very central.
Kind of standard.
It's a kind of a good circle. I like this, but it's probably gonna end kind of like west of where Exalt is right now. And they left Minas. I like the compound where WGSG is in, and I like where the Face Boys they're splitting right now. Even though it's kind of south, I like the area there because it's available and they can rotate from that. They can cover each other, and you can kind of play in the open area around it. See how that's going to go.
Bestalosh way out in the blue here still.
Yeah.
A long way out. It is only phase 2, so it's not too bad.
No.
The Poggers making their way across. Get your Pog chomps in chat, boys.
Pogiljaya Fierverka. I don't know, but I like that it's Pog.
It's going to be Pog.
I think it's 18 games where I'm going to be saying Pog. It's kind of it's
great.
Too much, but I like it.
No, I'm down for it.
You like
it?
Okay.
Let's get the Poggers.
Poggers
What's going on in the north here? Tornado Energy have basically come close to ult here.
Wait. Oh, they know them. They're just waiting for them.
Oh,
After
he's
coming out, he did not
absolutely
connect.
fluffed that so bad, Danny Moon. What in the world? That's not what you want. But a little bit of early game nerves, as you say. The second game of, 18 to play here in the EMEA. So, just a little bit of nervous.
Another shot coming out to example. Ooh, more shots. Oh, connect. He has the light blue skirt on.
At this point, is it like you just like switch gun? Just like, it's just not working for me today. This gun.
To me,
It's just
one of the best DMRs
Mini.
is just not working. Maybe why didn't I find an SLR? I just want the SLR. Give me an SLR already. The SLR's coming in slowly. He might make it in, honestly. Everybody else is sitting in. Let's talk about who's looking very good right now. Inside Games, Exalt, TSM, WGSG, Liquid. The kind of usual suspects are looking very good right now. Omakan is on the eastern side, close to the Impala area, where the circle rarely ends.
Exalt have got by far the best north-south split, but then again, they started here, right?
Yep.
This is their
Minas
backyard.
Gerais is their home, because obviously Jens is not here,
Yeah.
so they have a lot of space in this area. Nobody's looting Impala either. We might see a team when we have some of the eastern plane. We might see a team go Impala and take some of that area away, because it's actually not terrible. I prefer Impala.
There's a lot of top teams who used to drop there. I mean, Navi being one of them.
Yeah.
Used to go down that way, used to split there, and obviously up in the north. And it does, as you say, pull over to the west. And look at that phase in the Trifili compound. And also got the Bandita edge compound. It's a prime spot, and they're going to choose to go for that one. Why not? I never quite sold on that compound because of the big ditch that it has around it, where a team can sneak and you can't really do a great deal about it.
It's hard to, but this is exactly what they're going to do.
And they're going to keep 2-2.
Probably going to play a 2-2, yeah. Because they're the kind of team that can do such a thing. They can contain it like this. They can play outside in the area around it. So we'll see how they're going to be able to do. Shots are coming out from Salt towards Liquid. Now Blaze is sending it. They're sending it to the shack on the west. Close to the Liquid guys. They're taking shots. They're taking 5. He's going to take down Apocalypse.
Oh, that was welcome to South George.
Bart stolen.
Former teammate
look at the amount of shots.
landing it.
There's so much.
Oh, the car's going to go. The car's going to go. Got to get
Explode.
inside.
Close
Get
the
the door.
door.
Get the door shut. Get the door shut.
Oh my god.
Safe.
Yeah, now they're sitting 3 guys on a shack.
Is that door going to go up when the car goes?
Uh,
Is it got the angle? It's
not
like
sure.
wedged into it, but I don't know if it's got the the weird splash damage that you sometimes have in PUBG.
I was going to finish off Shift. The Omakan guys here, they're sitting on the... So Monkey, nice choice. He's going to go up to the other Exalt. Look at this. TSM is actually pushing on them, so there might be a big fight between Exalt and the TSM guys here in the distance. Monkey left that compound, so now Omakan actually has a ton of space here on the eastern side. We'll see how that's going to go just later. Inside Games also going to be able to get in there.
So what are they called now? Omakan.
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 Yeah, it's a very good video explaining.
Welcome to South George.
What
I'll
it-
keep him with that.
what
Not
it
work.
means.
Zuktnam rather. I'll have to look at it. I'll have to
The
look
old
at it. It's obviously-
M47.
I knew there was an announcement coming. They were like, "Ooh!" And then I obviously had to fly here.
I
so
don't know, did you see
kinda
the
missed it.
T-Bone troll everybody as well?
Did he?
Yeah, so he was like, remove my role from Zuktnam. He's like, oh my god. Lineup change, what's happening?
Oh my God! Lineup change on the day of Big
shots.
Rob. Oh, that's a good headshot start. Nay up now. Exalt have already lost one. Remember,
Michael, this is a good nade.
that's
The
cooked.
nade god?
That's nice. Yeah, that's cooked. Oh, it's
Oh.
gone too far, but very little splash
pressure,
damage.
though.
14. The second one did roll it much better. That's got him. Nay up. Oh, has he got the
Nice.
wall? I thought he just crept around the
Oh,
wall
Udi's
enough,
gonna go
but it
down. They're gonna-
hasn't.
They're going to get 2. Look at this. So both Nailab and Udio is going to go down.
that's
Now
gonna leave
Monkey's
Monkey
going
on
to be,
his own,
and
yeah.
he's going to drive. He's going to be driving away. Where is he going to send it to? One of the shacks, maybe?
Well,
Or back
so-
to the old compound, maybe?
That's it, right? They had the north and south, and they took pressure in the south, thinking it was Page obviously got shift down, so they went, okay, let's regroup in the north, and
Yeah.
then TSM have come down from the north, and it's left Monkey in no man's land. He's in the shack.
Yeah, he's in Narnia. He's literally in the middle of nowhere. He can't go anywhere from here. So if the circle doesn't favor him, it's going to be extremely hard. Although this compound that they had there, the number one thing you have to do is cover the north. Maybe even have players outside.
This is a bitch of a shift. This is just pulled hard over to the west. Everybody that's in the east now has this massive open run across the field, and everybody like FaZe Clan, like Team Liquid that are in prime positions are going to get themselves a lot of kills as Koffes gets around the side. That's a quick, easy pickup for them. Poglu's one, gets in and down. Meanwhile, Tornado Energy, by the way, they're the other side of La Bandita. They have the freedom of the city right now. They will have DA nearby, which is why we can see DA going down a little. Meanwhile, Sauna Boys, they've got themselves way up in the north. They're clashing just outside Minas Generales. They have to back away. They're going to get shot in the back by TSM if they're not careful. And welcome to South Georgia. We'll love to get a bit of third party going on here.
TSM is looking for it already.
What is happening on the rock? Inside, Unique and Omakun.
Yeah, and it's not inside. So they're fighting for space that is not inside the next circle, which is extremely rough. If Omakun was a little bit aware, then Liquid actually left the compound on the road, so they could take that, but they're fully looking.
Oh, there's a crash.
Right
Faceland have been crashed down the south there. Tried to, I would say. It's gone. Pog taking them down. Actually, welcome to South George stole one of those kills as well.
Oh.
We were talking about TSM in the north. Sure enough, they've come in the back. And AA absolutely splatted. But they do take Jinty down. Danny Moon, he's finally landing his shots. Takes Fex down as well. And again, I tell you, he pulled away from the Mini 14 and he lands the shots. That's what he needed to do earlier on. Michael Lowe with a quick revenge frag.
Shots are coming in again. They're going to be... Afterall is going to be crashing in. Nades are going to come out and see if he connects one, maybe two. Oh, that's a good nade. No, he did go inside. Søren, Guisaya. See, he got him up. Fakes, breaks, go, Michael. They're all three staying. They should be winning this battle here. They have the upper hand here. Exalt is going to be taken out by Vasco. Monkey is down.
Down in the south, Unique have pushed in on FaZe Clan. They're looking to try and get in that ditch as well as this plays out in the north side. Welcome to South Georgia watching this play out, by the way. They're further south. This is all outside the next circle. So they all need to make the move. They have to make the play now, and it's making it work. Fex gets up back on his feet, gets one, gets two. Looking for the last man. Gosaya goes down. Brexico delivers. And TSM, they lost Gemty in the process, but they're back on their feet. Now they need to move south.
They're going to be pushing into this dip, most likely.
Inside games, making a bash. Oh, now, okay, so they either go left and they run straight into Besiktas, or they go straight to FaZe Clan. They're going to try and dash on by. It's going to push them into both of them. If they keep on going, DA will get a glimpse on them as well. They're up in the compound on the hillside. Besiktas are kind of following in behind. They're coming in around the ridge. It's just going to be a whole mincer going on right into DA.
I kind of feel like this could work if they send it all the way to the crater. Obviously, it's not taken. They don't know that, but they would rather fight this. They want to arrive safely. Smash coming. Nade's coming out. That's a pretty good nade.
That's a really great nade. How did that not do more? It looked like he was on his face. Free kill. Manages to get away with it. And he's managed to get a beautiful nade in the window as well. Smash forced to back away. Metralius also goes out, but this is a strong compound. Now Besiktas are coming up behind inside games, getting the shots on their back. Meanwhile, we were talking about TSM and Welcome to South Georgia, watching it all play out. That's in the north, where Welcome to South Georgia have got themselves another knock. They're silently going about their business, getting knocks and getting kills, and it's Samty on the hunt.
Samty pushing one last player. Fex is the last player alive. The AK main. Nade is coming out. This could be a good nade. This could be a very good nade. It's going to connect straight on, and honestly, it didn't. Wasn't
cooked a little too short, in fact.
Cooked a little too hard.
Brexco finished off, so that's 4 kills and counting for Welcome to South George. Fex had a good comeback. Team Liquid, you can see in the distance that nade's coming right on him. And Vard, of course. The Welcome to South George master. Oh, the circle. It has gone north to Team Liquid. It is going to be Sauna Boys coming down from Minas Generales. They get themselves onto the crater edges. They're going to find themselves this little shack that gives them the cover they need. They got Tornado Energy in the hillside. That's going to be tricky for Timmy and Misa. Just on the side, Compot should see them. Oh, that nade almost got a nasty deflection.
Tim and Misa pushing up. These guys, they can frag. Let's see if they're going to be able to make something play from this. But Tornado Energy, they have a really good hold. That's a good nade. Tim is going to run away. It's not cooked enough. Shots are coming out. What's the lower and has taken down Smash from DA, the South battle as well. Besiktas is third party that. FaZe is third party that. Unique has pushed in as well. So now FaZe is going to have a 3-way fight. Yeah,
it's very messy down south with Unique. Aduzi actually sneaking up behind him, but you can see AT's got a glimpse of it. Now Omakan's coming to come across. Are they going to try and clash? No, they're going to go for the little shack. I think it's a little hay bale shack on the side there. And AT has been finished off. So FaZe are kind of being sandwiched here. From the north, the south, and Besiktas over on the side. Sauna Boys, looks like they're paying the price. 80 finished off. Unique will pick that one up. And now Gustav down. Very brash play to be on the roof at this stage.
Yeah, Besiktas is in a great position to take him away. Fuzzface is going to be pushing up and maybe third party that. They're still not inside the circle. He had a good swing on that. Uduzi is still alive. They took him down to nothing. Metabay, while I say that, it's going to take down Uduzi. It's going to be finished off as well. Now Uber and Phosphase are the last 2 players alive, and they have to make their way in. Phosphase in a Mirado. Burning. That's going to be a blue.
Welcome to South George on the east side. Also getting involved now, former N47 boys, Omakan. I'm going to have to get used to that name.
Omakan?
I just got myself back to Zuktat Nam, and then it's just switched again. Unique! What just happened? Uber just wiped them out in one foul swoop. He is the last man standing for FaZe Clan, and to be fair, the position they've had, they've only come out with 1 alive from the position they were in. They kind of got surrounded and pushed on from multiple angles. Sauna Boy's in trouble down here. Alia's got him pinned down, Tornado Energy. This is a solid lineup from Tornado Energy. It's been one that's probably through. Didn't they qualify for PEL? They did, right? And then in the final phase, yep. But obviously it's never to be, unfortunately. Uber just picked another knock up there. Uber's going off. I mean, do we expect anything less? No. Vascu and I think it's Paige that's maybe in the north. Yes, it is. Paige in the smoke. Taking shots. Welcome to South George. Going to back away from this one. Keeping the safe play. Team Liquid, they've been quiet. They've been sitting in their compound, but the circle still favors them.
Uber's going to be moving in further. 3 kills so far for him. He kind of has a lot of space to work with here. Nobody's kind of watching him. If Liquid looks his way, they're going to be able to find. Still not inside the circle. Omakan is going to have a rough fight with Welcome to South George. Welcome to South George is not inside the circle, and they have to move before Western side is going to be a big fight. Paige is going to find Shang.
Welcome to South George sending it. They're going for it. They get Samty down. Yeah, Iroh manages to make it along with Vard and Miraku. They've all gone into their hay bale shack. Make sure the vehicles keep themselves safe. So they're in. Let's have a look over on the western side because it's about to go off in Bendita. We've got Besiktas in there. Tornado Energy coming down from the south. And Inside Games, obviously, the winners of the first game.
Oh, maybe.
Uber's just got another knock. Uber's just got another knock. What is Uber doing the second we pull away, Uber goes off on one. It's scary. Metabay getting the one. There's the nade comes in. Inside Games go down. We're back to Uber. He's just got himself a double knock and welcome to South George. I don't know if he can finish it because they were behind. He does. He gets one, bleeds out. That's going to be Vard going down. Uber's picked up, what, 4 or 5 kills now on his own?
Uber's an absolute machine. He does not stop. Shots coming out. Always going to be taken down by T-Bone, though. Yeah. Finish this monster. Put him in the cage. Paige is going to take down Muraku.
But Iroh bled out as well, so he got a 6th kill. Oh, Jesus. Well, I mean, that's wrecked. Welcome to South George. Gone.
Yeah.
They're gone.
They are done for. Eastern side, Omakan, 3 guys standing. Besiktas has lost 1 player now. The full control is up to the Tornado Energy guys here, but they have a very little lip of the Labadita created to play with here. So once that is out, they're going to be done. Sauna Boys on the western side, they're soon probably going to be found by Liquid because they also doesn't have it. Look on the north, E-Man. We have a lone survivor from Navi making it to the top 6.
And they were in the blue on his own in, what, phase 2, right? He was all alone. Best luck just having a nice quiet one, which is unusual for Bestalosh. He's normally out there looking for the frags. Alia peeking, Vascu keeping his head down, whack-a-mole. But the circle, you know it's going to pull down. Is it going to go to the shack of Blaze, or will it go to Team Liquid? Bestalosh, goodbye, Sauna Boys. You've just lost Misa. Now Nuki's on his own.
Oh my God, this ascended from Blaze has really worked out. Yep. They're actually going to be inside the 7th circle. And
they only just got in there as well, if you remember. Team Liquid were popping shots at them as they got in. Best of luck now. Yeah, it's a near impossible run for him. Team Liquid, the crate dropping just to bait them out into the open fields, but they're not going to fall for it. They're looking towards the shots, thinking, hang on a minute, what's going on? Mexi's having a little peek around. It's like someone's shooting someone over there, and I can't see him.
It's just it to see if maybe Nuki can find Vesterlage, because that'll be 2 points secured. 1 for placement, 1 for the kill. James is also looking. He has an idea, obviously, that he's over here, or he's fully aware of this over there, but he's just not outside. Is he going to deny himself to deny that 1 point, or is he going to get 1 more kill? Maybe see 1 Compot and the guys. They're going to try to send it. No, EB's going to escape down 2. They're going to finish them off as well. All secured the points for Liquid. They're up to 4 kills.
Example down. That's them gone. So Tornado Energy 6th. That means Pokemon doing code. They're all gone. Bestalosh. Oh, Nuki's actually got into the compound with Team Liquid. He snuck in. Sneaky Finn.
It's very sneaky.
I am one with Mexi.
Best selection found by Page, so that's down to 4. Omaken still has some guys alive. Inside the circle as well. T-Bone not just yet. See if he's going to be able to make it in. But Nuki, he has the best eyebrows in the business. And is a player that can clutch a situation here. Can he get another point? I think Mexi saw him. Yeah. He's going to be found. Oh, he's going to be taken down. Mexi, nice break control on that. 5 kills for Liquid in a top 3 position with a huge advantage going into the end.
It's what they needed. It just resets, and it just shows the power of the reset, right? 16th place in the last game, going out in the first tournament. A lot of people could get tilted by that very quickly, but no. Solid control. Granted, they've been in this compound almost from the beginning, so it has offered them it, but that's simply circle control. You talked about it at the start. You said, it's going to finish here, somewhere around here. Everybody has the idea of roughly where it's going to finish. We've seen it finish in this sort of area so many times on that shack, particular in the picture-in-picture there. Page and T-Bone, they're just going to wish that it pulls over to the east, but it's likely to go west. Let's see. It does indeed go west. It pulls away from them. It's a bit of heartbreak for them, and Team Liquid, they are golden right now. Ibi was just getting a little flank around, a little peek, but it's unnecessary now. Mike, go back to the compound.
They want the rest of the points, obviously. They want to make sure that these two teams don't eliminate each other because those points are worth a lot. We have 5 players potentially being able to be killed by Liquid here, so they need to do something. K-Man is pulling out as well. Both of these teams, they are not inside the circle, and they have to move it around the same time. So we'll see if Omaken is going to try to get some more kills before they go out themselves eventually, because Liquid is going to win this one.
Hot box in the compound to try and make themselves get out. Oh, James!
Dirty.
That was a one tap.
No
and
helmet.
he didn't even follow it up either.
No,
he didn't even follow it. He's just like, got you.
Yeah, he's like, this guy doesn't have a helmet. I'm gonna pop him. 105 damage with the mini headshot straight to the face.
Ibi's trying to get close enough for the nades. It's not quite.
He has 5 as well.
Yeah.
Start throwing them. Or start spraying so they know that you're there if they didn't already.
He's thinking, could I get to that ridge and toss him in? He's just having a little peek. He's like, could I get there? Not sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tap. That's Blaze actually connecting on them. Oh, he's
dirty angle.
He
needs to finish it.
He's gone down. He's gone down. Can he get a shot in? No, he's gone. He's gone.
There's a circle. He needs to finish it. This is a valuable point. Or is
he's
Omaken going to steal it? They actually have a little bit of riches and stuff to work with here, D-Man. Omaken, they might survive this.
Ibi's pushed around to the next ridgeline. Ibi's continuing to push. So he's having a look and sniff, but
Page.
Yeah, he's just going down in the blue. He knows he's
wants
going.
the point. Oh.
Trying to get the points off it. Not going to happen. So T-Bone, the last man standing. Ibi popping off the shots. Page will fall as expected.
It's a good nade.
And there is the nade. So James made that push up. We said you could see him coming up. That's got it.
Nade.
So Blades go down. And Omaken, they get themselves second place. T-Bone is getting surrounded. Can he get any more from this one? Ibi's been tracking him the whole time. As you mentioned, all the nades. Nice. He doesn't get to use them. James on the flank. 8 kills and a victory for Team Liquid. Turns around from a 16th place in Game 1. They're right back in it.
I like this secure play here, but they could potentially have gotten 2 more points from this. They had so much control. They could have pushed out. We saw Ibi with 5 nades. He could have gotten that one from Page. They could also have got that 1 more point that got knocked to the zone. I would like to see 10 kills here, but 18 points in the second game. It's looking very likely.
And best of luck for Navi.
Oh, yeah.
5th place, despite going down to him on his own when there's 16 teams alive in the start of phase 2, effectively. Tornado Energy taking them all down. He gets himself 3 kills as well. So 4 kills and the 5th place. Very important points it could be. Obviously, we're looking at the top 8 to go through. So plenty of games to play throughout the next 3 days of action here at GLL Season 4.
You know what I'm thinking? I think it's going to come down to the last game.
It always does. It always does.
We're going to have
it's
like
surprising.
3 or 4 teams like fighting for that like 10th to 6th place right there. It's going to be exciting. Kofest, this was nice. Like just waiting exactly the time to make sure that they could get some points there and then returning it on the other side.
TSM, Dameron did well here, but they didn't finish Vex off, and Vex gets back on his feet. And
he's a monster with an AK.
It's unusual you get to see such a big, clear flanking play within PUBG. Generally, it's obviously, especially third party comes into it quite a lot. Mexi catching down the Sauna boys there. That was the last man for Nuki. As he gets taken down, that was a 4th place finish for them. And then James, that was the 1 tap.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And then the nade to finish it off, nice to see. They could have just denied that. I respect it, but Paige denying that for sure and trying to get that last kill that they nearly managed to connect was nice to see. Oma can play this extremely well. Remember how much cluster there was on the eastern side around that rock? Them managing to get that many players alive and get into the circle, extremely well played for these guys.
Well, fantastic stuff. We're going to go to a quick break and we're going to keep the games rolling. We'll be back in a moment for Game 3.
Turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Rise up, it's no time to lay low. Turn dreams into cream, get your pesos. Turn those pesos into bankroll, and in no time get the cheese like queso. I used to be the first guy to procrastinate. I used to waste mad time in my mind state. Was like, I ain't got time for the grind, but you never be great without work, let it marinate. I'm waking up and thank God for a good day. I never worry what naysayers gon' say. I take my ideas, put them in the high gear. By the end of 5 years, now I'm getting dumb paid. I keep my mind on point, mental kung fu. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I lace my shoes, I'm on the move, I paid my dues. I'm a winner, so I can't lose. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, cash out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Yo, I'm trying to be a mogul. Have my own brand with my own logo. Make a grand entrance, escorted by Popo. You can call me CEO. Yo, I got dreams so big they obesing. I'm trying to make cash money while I'm sleeping. Why it can't happen? No reason. All I gotta do is put the work in, beast it. I'm going all out, baby, till we ball out. When you see me racking up wins, give me more clout. Time short, so I gotta get mine. I'ma grind to the finish line, homie, let's shine. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to GLL Season 4. It is all popping off. Team Liquid picking themselves up a victory in Game 2 inside games in Game 1. Toby is back with me because he doesn't cast enough PUBG these days. He just wants to cast more and more and more.
That's how it's contagious, you know?
It's
Once you get addicting, that's what I was looking for.
When you go on this holiday, are you going to be like getting withdrawals or something?
I think I might actually
He's
need to,
going
like,
on a holiday, guys.
you know,
He's
like-
actually taking a break from PUBG casting for 5 minutes.
I'll take my fiance, like, I'm just going to go outside for some air real quick. And they're like some weird casting
Is anybody
scrims.
casting
Is there no
scrims?
scrims going on? Wait,
Nobody's
what's
casting
going on?
scrims. I need to cast scrims. I need to cast scrims.
Yeah, it becomes addicting after a while. I love it though. I love it. It brings me a lot of joy to both get to casting, but also see that people enjoy watching it too.
It's good. It's fun. I actually was going to join you as well. And I was just like, I was just busy doing football Football
Always
Manager,
broken.
obviously. Like, I'm trying to complete my bloody challenge
That's
so I
fair
can move on to other games.
But that's because you want to actually play the game. I do the thing where if I lose the game, then I go back to my last save, and then I play the game again until I win.
That's just dirty.
And then I just go
That's
win
dirty. How
unbeaten.
far did you get with Witcher, by the way? I noticed you were playing that.
No, Witcher.
You
I don't
literally
know.
loaded up, do the intro, and then
yeah,
stop.
I, no,
It
I
looked
don't.
like it.
I don't know how far I am because I have never. Like, I don't know how long time it
Oh,
takes
right.
to finish.
Okay, right.
But
yeah.
I'm.
You've been
I
playing
don't
it,
know.
though?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I saw you were
I
playing it,
played
and I was like, I'm going to go back playing it as well.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Everybody's back
It's
playing
good
it.
fun. It's good fun.
But here's the scores for the last game. Team Liquid, they had the end compound, and they got themselves the 8 kills as well. More importantly, Omicron get themselves the second place finish with Tornado Energy getting 8 kills from that hillside. They took down Na'Vi early on, but look at that Na'Vi. Incredible stuff. That's all about Bestlock doing the business.
Yeah.
4th place in the end with the placement points and the kills that he picked up on. The Sauna Boys were the ones that paid the price. They had themselves a good placement, but nothing to show for it. FaZe looked like they had a great compound for a long time in that game, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. And now, of course, these are the global points. We're going to be really racking them up. It's like looking at a league table 3 games into a season. It doesn't really count for shit right now, but it will after 18 games. Team Liquid, it certainly counts for them, doesn't it? They're going to be happy after their 16th place start. It was a disastrous start, but they're back in it. And now, Toby, we move on to the jungle.
We do, and I mean I was just looking at Omagen because I cannot get myself to say they're not good on any map because they are good on all maps. They're good across all the 3 maps we're playing, but they're really good.
They shine
on Sanhok, and if they can get a good like warm up momentum build up, because I know they're a very momentum based team as well. If they can get a good game before that Sanhok game, that's when I would, as another team looting close to them, be scared. And they just had it wasn't a big stellar pop off game there, but it was a good one. And,
but have we had enough scrims to figure out the drops for everyone
Yes.
here? I mean, most people know where they're going.
We have.
I would assume that there's not really going to be any clashes, but you never know.
Blaze could be. I'm actually looking for them. They have
Yeah, I
been
can see them
contesting.
down
They've
the
been
bottom.
contesting Liquid in boot camp. It's sometimes they've been fighting, but for the most part, Blaze have been on the northern side. Liquid has been down south. Sometimes Eevee, because I think it's also because it's been scrims.
Why
He's
is
been going out
Example-
and saying hello. Well, I guess he's testing the waters down south.
I mean,
To
the rest
see
of
if
his
the
team are
water's
going
warmer
Paradise
there.
Resort. He's down south.
Yeah, I think someone pressed F a little too early.
Oops.
Yeah, it's accidental. But you do see Blaze taking control of the northern side of boot camp. I would not assume to see any fights happen off of this. And actually, one thing that I'm looking at here as well is the fact that FaZe are not committing full into Painan because they know the team that normally land on their southeast side ends are not here.
Yeah.
So they know, okay, with the team being gone and seemingly now it's just Omagen swapping out to take more control there. We have that much more room, and that's a really, really smart split and decision by Fuzz and Uber to go up there. Circle, northeast, I'm predicting a ending the ending is going to be 50 meters. No, make that 100 meters northwest of Australobak. That's where the game is.
Australobak.
50 meters northwest of Australobak.
Oh, he's going to pull that, you think?
Right
It's not going to be the Tap Mock one.
No, I think
We're
it's
just south of
I
Mesa.
think it's going to end right in between Pixel Lake and Australobak.
Okay, we'll see. I was going with the little compound just south of Mesa. That's what I was going with.
There's something.
There's
these games.
I normally have one here, yeah, and then, like you say, one over there, where DA used to be up here, right? They used to venture up that way.
One team that I'm looking at right now, and that's, oh my lord, I was just going to say, WGSG, they have had both WGSG and DA, they have been suffering from sharing scrims with other teams that like looting the same places they do. So they have never really actually been able to practice a mid-game on Sanhok for the last 2 weeks because they've always either died early or lost 3 players early, which means you can't play it to the extent that you normally would. And now WGSG will have people nearby, but
it's a weird drop split, though. I mean, obviously with
I
Ruins,
respect it. I like
Ruins
it.
and Co. all completely wide open. There is great loot down there, and the Soka does go down there. Obviously, it's favored them this time around. This is the only Sanhok game we're going to get today. It's going to be 3 Erangel games to follow this. But yeah, it does surprise me to see them up there, but we'll see if it works. Blaze already heading north. They're getting well out of there. They've hit, looted, dropped, gone fast. We're inside 3 minutes, and they're well out of the boot camp.
And the thing is, you know that Liquid is looking to go that way too. And that's where they've been called off sometimes. They've started their rotation. Normally, Liquid leaves around 4 minutes. And let's see Pixelink able to find Timmy. Sauna Boys, a team that thrives on these Sanhok games as well. Unfortunately, losing one early. Might even have 2 going down. Nope, Noki stays alive.
Strelevik trying to get the shots off. We're talking about them how, they did very well in the duos, obviously.
Yeah.
Him and Pixelic. And have been dominating in contenders, but Never quite done it at the top.
Yeah, me and Martin were talking about it in game one, how it just seems like 2020 for them. I mean, I don't know what they've changed because the lineup is seemingly the same. I don't know what they've done different.
I think free kills new, right?
But what they're doing is working. Like
Zampeak was always with him. I think free kills.
I think it's a matter of them getting better. Just them learning more about their opponents and understanding how they fit in.
Learning more about themselves, probably more than anything.
Figuring out how they fit in the whole scheme of everyone being there. I think that's what they're doing. This is a nice little campfire circle. Who has the guitar saying "Kumbaya, my own"?
Anyone want a 4 times? 4 times hollow? Hollow? Anyone? Can I interest anyone a hollow? Hollow.
This is all about the
they're
two
like
X's.
they're like the dealers as you go through the marketplaces in Arabia and stuff like that.
All about the 2 X's these days.
Well, it looks like Tornado Energy and Blaze are both sharing Paradise Resort now. FaZe Clan bombing it in, actually. They ain't hanging around. They're going to go sort of head towards the DA crossroads, I think, unless they veer off to the left, which they have to. Otherwise, Na'Vi have got them sort of dead to rights. Na'Vi are being focused on by DA. Oh, no. FaZe are going right in the middle of this.
I feel like they should have gone east early, but they know that Marken would be up there. They're going to be driving straight through. I like the idea of being out in the east because they know the west is going to be so condensed with players. Ooh, Gustav had a tire popped, but able to keep the vehicle under control. Gets to get away for now, but no, actually,
they got away with it.
He's still there. He's
now
still kicking.
80's coming in, and the 2 in the car are coming in behind 80.
How is he alive?
6 smoke doesn't catch him. I don't know how he got away with that. I really don't, but he managed to get through. And so have 80. All of FaZe got through unscathed through the middle of Na'Vi and DA. I don't know how that happened.
You know, like they've announced the new Matrix movie? Maybe it's going to be like Neo, but in cars. That's going to be the new thing.
That car is not healthy.
It's a couple of bullets, and they'll
don't hit that. Don't brake. Just gently brake. There we go. Apply the brake. And Vard's down.
Yep, that's Misa finding one of the WTSG players. And this is, again, where WTSG haven't really been able to play a proper mid and late game. So they've never had a chance to really understand where do we fit in the late game circles. Actually, on this map in particular, in this specific circle, they have had 1 win. That's the only good game they've had. But in that game, Sonar Boys were way out east, and they were taken out early. So now, well, running into trouble early once more.
I'm confused.
What are you confused by, D-Man?
I'm trying to find Team Liquid. I'm not used to seeing them non-blue.
Up north.
There they are. They've gone up there. They're the orange pile, aren't they? The red pile, rather.
It's pretty simple. Everybody wants to get away from Southwest.
Yeah,
I mean,
so they've gone into Cal. So they're thinking, okay, it's going to be attack marks. Like, look at Sonar Boys. They're in the compound that I think it's going to finish around.
Oh, you wanted to go.
So that's the one I thought. Sonar Boys. They've already gone into it. That's what I was assuming. You're thinking more
thinking
just left
west
of
DA.
Yeah.
Exactly. In between DA and WGSG, that whole forest area there, and that's really the pivotal point that everybody tried to avoid. You saw how FaZe rotated wide east. That road from where Sixmo is all the way over to the bridge, that is essentially a river on land. That road you cannot cross anywhere, and that's why people try to avoid it.
So TSM, they obviously not going to. I assume they're not going to push in further.
No,
they're going to scout it. They're going to have a look. But they've got to be careful. If they stick around here and get sort of forced back and engage in a moment. Team Unique, I believe it is, that's coming in on the west right now. Could sort of venture in this way. Looks like they're going to go further north, though, so going to get around that way. Trash finds Brexico, as I say, they were coming in. Now, that was Tornado Energy. It wasn't Blaze that are right in front of them. There's 2 teams in here. Catching them off. Trash has got himself. Oh, that's another headshot. He just popped off.
Blaze have yet to spring their trap, and I mean, this is actually pretty much how TSM would normally go about it. There's just normally... like one of these 2 teams, Blaze will have fought Liquid, or Tornado Energy will have fought other teams down south, and that means they normally don't get contested here now. Well, they do, fortunately. Sam Team able to take out Cum, but that's going to alleviate a bit of the pressure.
Center circle for everyone at the moment. They're all kind of within it. We have AA coming in from the north. It's always going to trip me up, that one, AA. Not AAA, which used to be many moons ago, against all authorities.
Against all authority, that's how it was.
Oh, Blaze! Oh, no! Apocalypse just got the lot.
How many people can you kill with 1 mag of a QBU?
Well, there we go.
Just hold down that spray.
TSM. Oh, it's just a pile.
That's a massacre.
Pile. Well, we were saying that Tornado Energy had already done it, but Blaze hadn't sprung their trap, and...
That's
Ay.
a booby trap. I've seen one. Great play there. WTSG positioning themselves well. Omarkin in a really good spot. Like, these are where we've seen Sok De Nam when they called that. Or M47.
Team
Cloud
Liquid
get
have
their
got
10
traps set
kill
up. So
games.
they've
Yep.
heard the boat coming in a moment ago. They're all sat waiting. They have literally they are fanned out across the rocks, waiting to catch them off guard. There we go. Then they start shooting. Mexi catches one in the back. Now they're going to go, okay, we need to push around the rocks. There's one on the rock side. Here comes K-Mines. He's about to spring his trap. Looks around the side, tries to find them. He knows there's one down low. Did he see it? He's passed one by.
He must have heard it, though. I think that's why he's walking so slow. He knows that he can't do anything to see him, so that's not really a worry right now. But let's see. Yeah, he knows there's one right down there.
He's dropped! Oh no! K-Mine! Oh, it's like he's about to throw a nade and tripped on a rock and fell down.
They are slippery.
I'm
those
surprised
rocks.
the nade didn't go off actually, and it was already cooking it.
They are slippery indeed. That is that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not gone the way they planned. So Gussia gets away with that one.
Well, they do lose one, so trading one for one is obviously not what they wanted with the surprise advantage or the element of surprise in their favor. Now, well, they're going to be backing off, and I'm still looking at WTSG. The fact that they lost one, not the biggest deal. They still have a very good spot in this circle.
How have Navi been doing in scrims on this, by the way? Because they were predominantly awful at Sandhawk.
They have been doing well on South Side Sandhawk games, but the thing is, their playstyle, their way they like to play, normally doesn't suit Sandhawk unless if they get one of those compounds that the circles go towards. They like to avoid confrontations early. They don't like starting their sweep before phase 4, phase 5.
Yeah.
And by that time, because it's Sandhawk, you always have to think like 1 or 2 circles ahead. So they would have to do what they do in phase 3, just never do it.
Yeah.
And therefore, they end up always getting tripped over. Like, they do get kills, 4 or 5 kills, something along the lines of that, but they never get the placement points to support it.
The circle shifts so fast and it moves them in so fast that they can't play the slow.
It's just so much more crowded. It's
Yeah,
so much more crowded, and they expect to have more room than what they actually do. So seeing them this wide apart now, I actually love to see it. This is going to give them much more confidence.
You basically see Unique and Navi doing exactly the same thing, just either side of the map.
They are.
One's on the west, one's on the east. They're
Yeah.
doing exactly the same thing. They're playing exactly the same style.
You could argue that Exalt is doing the same thing from the north too. I mean, it's just everyone trying to make sure that wherever the circle goes next, which will be somewhere south because it's going away from the water, that we will have a good spot, that we will have an area that we can push forward, knowing how we can transition to each other. It's once players get in between you that it becomes really difficult.
I'm still blown away that FaZe managed to commit and get in all 4 people.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. That
I
should
don't know.
not have happened.
They should have lost 3. Because like
arguably.
Gustav definitely should have gone down. And then you think of the car. Okay, you might be right. Okay, well we'll see. It's either going to pull. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to South George Triangle.
And they know it too. I mean, we've had, I think, over the last 2 weeks of scrims, we've had 4, I want to say 4 or 5 out of the whatever 10 games we've played on Sandhawk end up here.
Yeah,
it's been very, very, very much on just the northern side of Paradise.
Just took. The problem is you can get pushed from every angle, so
You really
actually
can,
holding
you really
it is
can.
horrible.
Yeah, it's you can do it now. The thing is, you have to just play on lockdown. You're not gonna get any kills here. You're gonna get into like if your strategy here is get top 3. Guaranteed, and then start killing people. And hopefully the teams you go up against by that time will be 1 alive, 2 alive, maybe 3 alive. I mean, well, obviously, ideally, for WTSG, they'd still be 4. But that's your plan, that you best the team's late game and thrive off of the placement points. And fortunately now that with the new WTSG roster, they have so much fragging power behind them that they're a team that could, I don't want to say easily, but they could very much do that.
Well, Navi have found a nice path. I'm kind of going to move in further in. Navi just going to wander in behind them into the crossers. Question is, will they continue further round into Paradise Resort? I think they should avoid it. Senya's got better brain than that. Besiktas and Exalt, they have been trading. They did get a knock earlier. Exalt got a knock on Besiktas, but Yevles is a little close.
Yeah, this is... I think the Exalt players, their spider senses are tinkling. They know there's something waiting on the other side. Like, we can't get that much space. It's not supposed to happen on side. Like, there's got to be people soon, and I think that's why I see them slowly creep back down towards the compound.
So AA are in trouble in the north. They are going to have to venture along the rocks and then work their way in from the sort of swampy nastiness.
Monknai.
Monknai, yeah. Are they going to sort of maybe either rotate all the way around and bump into Exalt? If they are, they're going to have to get moving because the blue moves fast. on this map. We are in phase 3. It's about to really start to hurt. We were talking about Yevles, and he has been spotted in the end by Udia.
This was a good knock for Exalt too, because
Plus.
they weren't looking to push this. They just wanted to make sure
Not
no one was
crawling away
pushing
from
them.
that.
That's
It's just
that was
crawling
what
away.
do you call it? Like a Semtex? Like literally stuck on his body. Sticky bombs.
Bomb, yeah.
That's what it was. You ain't getting away from that one, that's for sure. Let's see Kofest with the bolt in hand. I'm not sure if they even want to go into this direction. I think that one's that's off. But I don't see Besiktas doing a wise move in taking this fight. They have to back off some more. The thing is, they've waited so long, and now it's too late.
Okay, Liquid looks like they've spotted the north push from AA. Kofos having a peek around. Besiktas not done a great deal. Yeah, here we go. This is what we were talking about. They got this horrible push around the north. They were obviously being camped on the rocks, and now, yeah, this is a turkey shoot.
You say that, but look at the backside. Pog is pushing up, and Jeems already went down. They were not expecting a third party from the city. And I was just going to say, how much effort are they going to commit to this exact area, trying to hold off rather than pushing next circle? Because that's
They
expected.
get a shot in the back. I was about to say, they as soon as they turned around to face Pog, they got completely caught out. And now Mexi is the last man standing. He's got to try and get in and get Ibi back on his feet, because they will need that second man alive. Meanwhile, Besiktas, they're continuing to get engaged upon. The Kofos is down this time from Exalt, and the circle has gone further down to welcome to South Georgia. The question is, will it go further south, or will it continue to central? Welcome to South Georgia. FaZe, they've already got themselves an out in. Gustav goes over the road. But now they have Exalt pushing them.
Now we start to understand why Navi pushed south on this one. Because look, just if we split it with the road, that's pretty much halfway through. Look at how many teams are north on this one. It's absolutely insane. We have 3 teams south, meaning 12 teams have to fit in half a circle up on the northern side. It's just not going to happen. We're going to lose something along the lines of 4 to 5 teams before the shift is all the way in.
So Mexi gets EB back up. Meanwhile, this is Sauna Boys. They were in their little compound. They've tried to move out, but Unique have already wrapped around on the hillside, so there's nowhere for them to go. I mean, Jupsik is looking out to try and get over there. He's got to get back around and get Misa back on his feet. But if you look further north, Pog are making their way down, and they are going to bump straight into him. Inside Games are going to watch this all play out as well from the hills.
Yeah, the teams that are sitting well inside the circle, they're going to be reaping placement points. The thing is, at some point soon, they'll have to start getting kills too, because these teams that are fighting up north, if any one of them gets through to the end game, that's what we normally see Sokdadam do. They will end up with like 14 kills.
FaZe get all the knowledge they need now, because Exalt and AA have just clashed in the north side, so FaZe instantly on a swivel turn to look towards their back doors and see that there is Exalt coming around them. Team Liquid, they're desperately trying to make the way down south. They have got Ibi back on their feet, Mexi has, but it's not likely to happen as Metrelius and DA finally strike. Sitting on the edge of the circle, Besiktas, they're forced to go south into DA.
This circle is so damn horrible. You see every single entry point to this circle has a compound or something along the lines of it, where the team sitting and waiting is literally just going to be sitting and waiting. They aren't going to be forced to go anywhere. They're just going to be saying, well, guys, the circle is coming towards us, and you better make your way over here.
FaZe Clan, they have Exalt pushing in the back. Meanwhile, over on the other side as well, we have keep your eye on the kill feed. You'll see Unique and Pog, they're going at it as we watch FaZe Clan. That nade's looking good. And Exalt, well, they are being destroyed here. Besiktas, they go down. That was DA that finishes the job on them as FaZe Clan look to try and polish up the 4 kills here.
I want to say whichever team sits inside of this circle will win this fight. And now that it's FaZe, it's just that much more dominant. There you go. Exalt eliminated, taken out. EB does go down as well, so it's going to leave
Unique.
Team Liquid down to 1. Unique, they're starting
Unique
to
in trouble.
They're getting torn here. They were in phase 5 now, remember, so it's going to start chunking quite a bit now. As I say that, a doozy finds 1, goes down immediately after, though.
DA and FaZe Clan now. FaZe, remember, Gustav had made the move over the road. He's got himself the position. The rest of FaZe now trying to move over, but DA kind of watching the crossing, so it's a problem for FaZe Clan to move over. The circle is centered up exactly where you said, Toby. I'll give you hats off to you. You've cast plenty of games in 2020 already, so you knew exactly where this one was going. Team Unique, they're in trouble as well over on the west. Blaze have made the way out of Paradise Resort. Tornado Energy is slowly coming out of Tornado Energy Resort. Paradise Resort.
That's the new name for it now.
And Na'Vi also creeping in from the south.
And, yeah, this is where I want to keep my eyes on WTSG, because this is where they have to play dynamic. Now they can't just prone out anymore. They need to keep teams away. If they get third-partied here, it's game over. They've played it passive for no reason at all, because we're still not in placement points yet. D8, they're pushing up towards FaZe Clan. They have added more fragging power to the roster. Let's see how they can fare against the team that's already got an Uber down.
Yeah, the Uber's on awful Blaze. Oh, he is a Blaze.
He is literally on
fire.
fire.
But he's all good. He's all good. He's got himself back up. That nade hasn't got the legs. I'll tell you what, it might bank off the rock. Might have got away with that one. Smash instead will get back away from this one. Uber still not back on his feet. 80's trying, but hasn't been able to get him back up there. And DA are being very proactive. There goes Uber. Down he goes. Nade towards 80. That's going to bank off the rocks. He's forced to back around the side and have to dash down to the left-hand side, and that's not going to work out for him. Metralius, though, does go down to Fuzzface. The spray from Sixmo should be enough. 80 will go down and phase it down to 2.
This is going to be so damn difficult for them to hold off because teams should be coming into third party any moment. You can see Sam Peak and the Inside Games players. They're pushing. They know both these teams are hurt, and there's so many points up for grabs. Metralius has gone down, but DA with 3 is still pushing forward.
You know, I got to be honest, DA, you love them, you hate them, whatever you want, they can play. When they want to, when they decide to make a move, when they decide to make the plays, they can make it work. I just wish they'd do it more often across the last year. Omakan now, also from the compound, they go aggressive. They get lull in the back from DA, and now they're looking towards Navi. They know that Navi have got to cross that road, and they turn their attention. All 4 of them come down waiting for Navi.
And to me, this is what DA couldn't do in 2019 because they simply didn't have the fragging power. With the addition of Metralius, with Smash Bay on the team now, they all of a sudden have that aggressive punch too, which can make room for them, the room that they want to play passive again. They'll go aggressive for a split second, kick people off, then go back to their passive DA style. It works for them, and it worked out great here. Now they have they're probably the team with the most room in this circle, other than the team with compounds.
Example not, that's Navi going off on Tornado Energy. The other 2 have managed to cross the road. That's Compot, Trash, and Melman. They have Apocalypse from Blaze ahead of them, the man that took down TSM earlier on in the round. Omicron, they are in a great position right now. They have everybody around them. DA, Gustav's got himself pretty much tucked away. Navi have to creep further north. They're just on the edge of the circle in Inside Games. I feel are about to trip over. Welcome to South George.
Did I say 50 meters northwest of this compound? That's where the center would be. I feel like I should get a reward for that Apocalypse.
He's got TSM already, remember?
Yep, indeed he does. 5 kills on his own, but it ain't going to be enough. Comfort might even be able to get the rest up here, but as I say that, players are pushing forward. That's Inside Games, and Iroh is going to use that info to get prone down and get ready to say hello.
Iroh just waits. Mailman bleeds out in the blue. Crash the last man. Iroh pounces. Free kill goes down. That's a second onto Zampi. Quickly hops around, looks for the third. Miraku gets it and styles it away from Iroh because he was styling there. And now Pixelix, the last man standing. Strolovic, sorry.
The communication, the play, this is just where some teams out. I don't even know how to put it into words. You saw it there. I mean, he's how fast he recognized where the player is to then knock him. There is no response time at all unless if you play at the same level, and very few people do.
Boom. Trash goes down as well. Welcome to South George. You said it. They've got to sit. They hunker down, and now they start to strike. They're looking for targets. They're trying to find them. Now Samti has been picked off there. Should be able to get him back on his feet. Astrolovac has been finished by Miraku, so that's 6 kills and counting. But Senya's making the moment to get across the road, and he's pushing in. Miraku sees the danger already, gets down, gets a clear angle on him, and Senya's gone.
That is great playing by WGSG. Keeping 4 alive, making 3 alive now. 7 kills already, and it's split in between all of them. Everyone is taking their burden, or taking their part of the job here. Very, very good job in that, too. They've held off the west side. They've prevented DA from pushing over. And I think, well, now it's all up to whether or not this circle goes center once more. It kind of does. It's going to force OMK out of the compound.
Gustav just had one trip over him. Metralius has been found. There we go. Finishes off Metralius, but Smash will get him. So DA down to 2. Welcome to South George 3, and Omicron got 4 down the south here. Only the 3 kills and counting so far, but if they can clean up, that will certainly pad the numbers.
Omakan, they knew where to go. They sent it up early. Normally, we've seen Sokdenam back then do the whole sweep and get 10-plus kills in these type of games, but they knew the circles were going to go back down in this direction, and they've played it really well to prevent anyone from coming towards him.
Oh, Samti, he's pinned behind there, and the blue's on his back. He's got to move. Yeah, the headshot comes out. Evil and Page finish the job. Smash goes down to Miraku. Meanwhile, Vascu will finish off another. 6 mode goes. Diego down. Iroh gets the quick spray transfer. And now we're down to a 2-on-1. Miraku versus T-Bone and Vascu.
That is just nasty, Iroh. You're nasty. And if you haven't even seen what Watt did yesterday, Miracle, you're by yourself. I think Vasco knows where he is. Yes, he's been spotted. He will go down.
They didn't confirm the 2 kills. He wanted to run and get the kills.
Yeah,
confirmed.
I think he wanted to
Omicron
as well.
will get themselves first place and 7 kills. themselves and Welcome to South Georgia kind of just rode out the circle there for a long time. As you say, they've all played it enough. They knew where it was going. It was 8 kills, by the way, for Welcome to South Georgia as well. And they sat prone until, what, Circle 7?
Yeah, that's the strategy. You get the center early, you let the other teams fight it out, and you get the play. As long as you can get the placement points guaranteed, the kills aren't that important. Of course, it's amazing to get 14 kills in a win.
It's funny because you see it, right? DA in 3rd, FaZe in 4th. FaZe should have gone 16th. DA should have picked up the 4 kills on FaZe already. In the end, DA ended up with with 5 kills. They did take a lot of FaZe down. In fact, they took all of FaZe down. In fact, all 4 of the FaZe kills there. This was trash going off. Keep your eye out for the TSM elimination in a moment. I'm almost certain it's going to be coming. Oh, no, K-Man. Oh, no. It's all right. It's all right. So that's where the nade went. He actually tossed it out.
They tried to get it forward, but nothing really came of it. And I mean, it's been fun to see the scrims prior to this, because this one played out very, very similar to what I would expect it to. It goes to show how much effort all these teams put in to really doing as best as they can with every. Iroh, you can make he can put up a highlight reel with the 4 kills that he gets in this game. Those 2 there, almost sitting down the third
the movement as well.
Exactly.
Just before that, but the movement he moved to get, and then Miracle actually stole the kill away.
Using the cover, always being aware of his surroundings. It's so damn impressive to watch.
This is the double bump. Look at that. Headshot. Spray control, and it was all within a mag. He didn't actually stop to spray. It was spray, switch over, spray again. Absolutely. You love to see it. That's the PUBG action that we want to see here. And we're only 3 games in. Toby, we're going to have a 15-minute break now. So this is like we're doing 3 quick games, a break, and then 3 quick games. That's the plan. That's how it's going to work. So a 15-minute break. Go get yourself a cup of tea, a little bit of a snack, whatever you're going to do. Maybe have a quick game, hot drop into boot camp or something like that. I don't know what you want to do. When we come back, it's going to be Aaron Go.
Turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Rise up, it's no time to lay low. Turn dreams into cream, get your pesos. Turn those pesos into bankroll, and in no time get the cheese like queso. I used to be the first guy to procrastinate. I used to waste mad time in my mind state. Was like, I ain't got time for the grind, but you never be great without work, let it marinate. I'm waking up and thank God for a good day. I never worry what naysayers gon' say. I take my ideas, put them into high gear. By the end of 5 years, now I'm getting dumb paid. I keep my mind on point, mental kung fu. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I lace my shoes, I'm on the move, I paid my dues. I'm a winner, so I can't lose. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, cash out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Yo, I'm trying to be a mogul. Have my own brand with my own logo. Make a grand entrance, escorted by Popo. You can call me CEO. Yo, I got dreams so big they obese. I'm trying to make cash money while I'm sleeping. Why it can't happen? No reason. All I gotta do is put the work in, beast it. I'm going all out, baby, till we ball out. When you see me racking up wins, give me more clout. Time short, so I gotta get mine. I'ma grind to the finish line, homie, let's shine. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. status, the baddest. Anything they throw at me, I'ma ravage. Stay in my lane, I stay in my lane. I sweat and I train, I focus and aim. Stay in my lane, I stay in my lane. They calling my name, I'm killing the game. If you want it, you gotta go harder. Yeah, if you need it, you gotta go farther. Hard work and dedication is a little bit of what you're facing. Putting time in at the gym, when they see the results, they gon' be like, damn. Taking no days off, putting work into it pays off. Yeah, I'ma go hard while they stay soft. Sweat dripping down like a waterfall. Stay in your lane, don't be swerving. We don't take breaks, we keep working. Yeah, you can be just like me though. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with some ego. Who want it? I pay dues on it. Ain't afraid to bet, I won't lose on it. Champion status, the baddest. Anything they throw at me, I'ma ravage. Who want it? I pay dues on it. Ain't afraid to bet, I won't lose on it. Champion status, the baddest. Anything they throw at me, I'ma ravage. Stay in my lane, I stay in my lane. I sweat and I train, I focus and aim. Stay in my lane, I stay in my lane. They calling my name, I'm killing the game. If you want it, you gotta go harder. Yeah, if you need it, you gotta go farther. You don't risk it, there's no reward. And we gon' push it till we can't no more. Yeah, I'm shining. Yeah, I'm grinding. Yeah, I'm shining. Yeah, I'm grinding. Who want it? I pay dues on it. Ain't afraid to bet, I won't lose on it. Champion status, the baddest. Anything they throw at me, I'ma ravage. Who want it? I pay dues on it. Ain't afraid to bet, I won't lose on it. Champion status, the baddest. Anything they throw at me, I'ma ravage.
3 games of the day are done. Miramar and Sanok out of the way, and we are headed over to 3 games of Oracle in just a short moment. I'm Toby, joined by Mr. Martin Avenger himself, and we are just moments away from bringing you the first Oracle game of 2020 European PUBG esports.
That is correct. I'm excited, and also we have 3 of them lined up. It's gonna be a stacked day. We're gonna have 12 games. It's gonna be all night. It's gonna be exciting.
It is.
No, Sana, we talked about it in the first game. We're like, yeah, they're older than 47 boys, Syktanam, whatever you want to call them. Umakin, they're gonna do good.
They did.
And then you predicted where it's gonna end. It's like, yeah, it's gonna end there.
And me and
it
D-Man
was there.
said the WTSG having a good game before, they could potentially get a good game too, and they did as well. So yeah, it's as if we know things, Martin.
Yep.
We were surprisingly surprised to see Mexi.
Surprised.
Very surprised.
Yeah.
We still don't know. Maybe he's just subbing for Svetlana. I still haven't seen any announcements, so you never know.
No. He's just subbing.
He's just subbing for Svetlana. That's gonna be. The
and
case.
also, you can see it's not the real face. They found completely new players. It's AJC.
Yeah.
It's Phosphats.
They had these guys called Brad, Chat, and Mad and Lat the other day. So I like them more. I thought they were cooler than these guys.
And then G Gustav.
I don't even know who these guys are. Yeah. I don't know.
Same. No idea. Oh.
I finally got to feel connected with Chad and Brad.
Yeah.
And Matt and Lad, and then all of a sudden these guys just show up out of nowhere. I don't even know what's going on anymore. But let's take a look at the scoreboard from last game. 17 points again. Omarkin, they get that compound. They get to chill around, but they lock up the extra points with the guaranteed placement points.
Yeah. 17 points. Honestly, I'm actually happy to see them being able to do this, even though it's 4 or 5 months ago that they were continuously doing it in DL.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see them being able to continue to do that. WCSG as well, doing extremely well.
On a global scale, they're one of the only teams I can think of that are this consistent on Sanok. Omarkin, that is. That is very impressive to see. Now, well, with that win, they boat themselves over into first place.
Let's look at the other side of the leaderboard.
Yes.
Sounder Boys, 5 points.
Wow.
After Alt, 5 points.
Wow.
Hawk, Gileadia, Verdarka, 5 points.
Yeah.
TSM, 6 points. Besiktas 9, Navi 12, Blaze 14, Oxol 15. It's not looking good at the very bottom. But
so they will
again,
not qualify.
Well, currently they would not qualify, no. But our left side is kind of some of the teams that we would expect. And then the right side, minus few here and there, it's kind of the teams that we wouldn't expect. Right?
I mean, that just kind of goes to show how many good teams there are in this tournament. I mean, in all fairness, I wouldn't be surprised to see one of your quote-unquote 2019 top teams fail to make it through, just because there are so many of these teams that viewers might not know too well. Your inside games, I don't want to say Omarkin, because N47 did manage to make quite a big name for themselves, at least in the European scene. They did. I love how these logos also jiggling a little. That's no, they're gone, unfortunate. But some of these teams that might not be the big names, they've been doing well. And wait, are Besiktas actually contesting Unique in Severny? That's the first. No, they're taking cars. They're dipping. They're stealing the vehicles.
They're going Sagi.
I can respect that. That makes a lot more sense to me.
They're taking cars and boats. Guys, we're taking all the vehicles. They're not going to get anything.
You want to get away from here? Damn it, run. Get a glider. Oh, wait. You can't do that yet. Oh, imagine that one day. I'm not even saying... I don't want gliders in competitive because I think it's going to be good. I want them for the memes.
Yeah, that could be funny, but on the other hand, they're going to be so weak because how well these guys are able to hit. All the gliders just going to go down so fast. Oh my god, that's fantastic.
We're going north?
Style bending? Nice. I like it.
That is this is a unicorn lately.
Yeah.
It has been a while since I've seen proper north circles in quite a decent amount of time with the last couple of patches. So this one could opt for something interesting. Also, as you can see, teams far down south. Actually, FaZe, I was just going to note on that, FaZe being inside military base. That is not something I've seen in a very long time. Yes, we also know that WTSG are not looting in South Georgia anymore. Actually, surprised to see they didn't opt to go further east, but that was probably a plain path thing, because they have been getting pretty acquainted in Shelter. But then again, Blaze also loot Shelter, so I don't think they wanted to contest them. But FaZe Clan, they have been contesting in scrims, at least against Seven, against other teams that take those west side of the military base itself compounds. They have been fighting, well, and dying, to be fair, a lot to try and claim those. Now that we're in quote-unquote real tournament games, they're like, you know what? Nope, not worth it. Military is open. Let's go.
Yeah, honestly, they just want to make sure that they have their backup drop when Milta Power is not available. So I understand this. Military loot is just fantastic. So it's honestly pretty fair to see. I love how I kind of feel like this is a kind of a fanboy team because they have none of their usual names. H8C, Phosphatse with a PH8CE. And
you didn't see that face tweet where there's like a tryout today for a new 5th player?
Yeah.
It's because all the Asian teams have so many players on their teams now that FaZe want the new 5th. So these are all the fanboys that are just playing today.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty decent too.
They are. Yeah. Are they? At least they have the real Uber, you know.
Oh yeah, that is true. He's doing. I mean, they need to have one guy there to work.
Right.
Because we are just.
He's playing with 3 fans. Uber's playing with 3 fans today. That's fantastic. On the other side, Pochinki. Good old Pochinki. Same Pochinki as always.
Is it though, or is it just old Pochinki? Is it good old Pochinki?
I mean, it's the good old teams that are losing.
That is
them,
true.
You know?
That is true. I just feel like Pochinki is outdated. I don't know why, but seeing like teams are starting to make use of so many smaller, like more versatile and dynamic areas of the map that oftentimes you can just get clocked up in the middle around. Like teams have learned how to play against Pochinki. And I feel like it's rarely the the Pochinki looting team that goes, ooh, nice spot in this next circle. They just got off of looting there. It's like, well, no, because there's oftentimes other teams get those good spots before they do.
Yeah, but it comes down to them just being, on an average, over many games, they will always be least amount of like space to the circle. So always like they never have like a really bad circle. You know, when when you're looting military, it goes Sarki, like Stalber.
You can easily get screwed over that for sure.
So they're always gonna have a decent they're never gonna have a really, really bad time into the circle.
That is true. And then it's, of course, about how well you know about the teams you play against. Will anyone try and set up traps and all this and that? And in that particular case, Liquid has been good at avoiding it. Having said that, lately in scrims, I feel like Erangel has been one of the maps where they've actually been losing players early. They're trying to spread out. They're trying to scout, kind of doing their normal thing, but I feel like other teams might not be doing their normal things, and that's been catching Liquid players off guard early. So keep an eye on the kill feed, guys. Hopefully it's not going to happen for the sake of Liquid, but they have been a team to lose 1 or 2 in the early game for a while. And this is something you'd never see in scrims because there's always 2 teams fighting here for like 6 circles. Teams rotating through Ross, like that's not something you ever see in scrims.
They usually just want to stop and just make sure that they get the free kills. Free kills? Like that. Yeah. Oh, the
third party?
Guys rotating? Free kills? I'll take it. Fights?
That's going to be a weird one for DA as well. Probably landing like completely post-traumatically stressed out, like, oh wait, we're alone. That's true. There's no Finnish players running around in the compounds with us.
No contest. Easy.
That is funny. Liquid, well, they're going to wrap it further southeast than probably normally would have wanted to. They saw some Tornado players around the area, and they're going to rotate accordingly. Blaze, they've made their way from military over, and now FaZe are going out towards the eastern side as well. So no big surprises anywhere to me. I want to see what a team like Afterall do, because there's some of these teams that, not that we don't know too well necessarily, but the players might not know too well, that can really not mess up, but change the dynamic of a lobby. So if a team like Afterall, a team like POC, for example, goes out and does something completely unorthodox that the other players aren't expecting, that can throw them off, and that can change the outcome of the game.
It's actually a fun thing. I was talking shortly with Washout, and he said the most trouble they had was in the early stages of the qualifiers. They smacked the lobby completely yesterday and qualified to the close qualifiers. Oh, shots coming out. Not connected, no. And he said the roughest time we had was in the first and second round because we had no idea what these guys were doing. It was way too random.
Exactly.
And then once they got to the kind of higher end of the lobbies, they were like, yeah, we're kind of aware where everybody is. Nobody's going to be doing random things. And now we can play our game and have everybody be wherever they want because we're going to be able to play around that.
Exactly. And that's what makes it. It sounds weird to say it's easier the further in you get, because the counter to that is that, yes, it might be easy in terms of what you know, but the players you go up against are also going to be that much better. So on
it's
paper,
easier for the very good teams.
Exactly. For the teams that know what to do, it becomes a lot simpler to play according to what other teams do. But when you have some of these joker teams that just go out and do something completely random, you go like, well, there was no way for us to predict that happening. Then
I think that's probably the number one phrase is, what is he doing there? Like the pro players, they're just like on streams and whatever.
What?
They're like, what is he doing there? Why is there a guy here? Like, it's the most common phrase.
Yeah.
and they kind of unexpected. Like, why would somebody stop there? And that is less likely to happen in these very stacked lobbies as we have tonight, for example.
True. Now we do. With that said, we have the last couple of days been gifted with some crazy shenanigans, and knowing where these circles tend to go up towards the northwest, there's not a lot of compounds available. And believe me, we might just get to see a few breaches here and there in crazy Leroy Jenkins type plays for any old WoW players. I feel like everyone knows what a Leroy Jenkins is, right? Or Leroy.
I would assume so.
I hope so. If not, you're a true gamer. That's one of the first YouTube clips I can remember watching.
Really?
Yeah. Like, that's one of my very first YouTube clips I remember watching. Because I never thought it was fun, because I never got to the end of the clip. I just heard random people talking for a while. I was like, well, that's kind of boring, so I always swapped away from it. And so people said, no, watch the whole thing.
When did YouTube come out? I feel like the clip is...
I don't know. I mean, YouTube was out before the clip came out, but obviously.
It's very close to each other, though.
It is?
Yeah, like 14th February 2005. I think the clip is from late 2005.
Well, then it
early
makes
2006.
sense.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense. That's my first reference to YouTube. Let's see now. TSM, they've wrapped, and now they're wrapping some more all the way up towards Kameshki, and let's see if it's going to pay off. I like this rotation too, playing it on the eastern side. You can always dip your vehicles and push over, and they're gonna be well damn satisfied with this shift. Keep on driving, guys. The gold is on the northern side of this circle.
Liquid's just laughing. They're like, all right, it's a Stalber circle, boys. We got Stalber.
We did it. We climbed the mountain. We win.
Question, are they going to go down to dirt road? Or
I don't think they want to stay up here. No, I was just going to say, there's way too many crash situation or scenarios, I should say, that they want to avoid.
I kind of feel like this is a good play for them. Going to this little ditch here. They can take the high ground control on the northern side.
Look at these rotations.
TSM is... Rexor's going through Kameshki. They're probably going to take the compound on the hillside.
I think, was he in a buggy? I think he might be swapping vehicles. I think he might be taking another car, one of the hard spawns inside the city. Let's see. Some good shooting there, holding off one of the few teams that actually made it up here a little earlier. Now they're going to continue rotating because they can hear all the cars coming around, and this is chaotic on the northern side already.
Yeah, the west and north. Oof, so many teams coming. Unique is sending it to Stalber. Omakan is already there. They heard him, saw him. Now they're turning around. Unique as well. Digitaletics also trying to get into Stalber. People are just thinking, you know what? There's going to be no one in Stalber. And Liquid's just there. Omakan's there. Inside Games is moving up. Unique is putting up as well.
I mean, if people think... The funny, this is completely opposite of what your brain wants to think when you're a competitive PUBG player. Phase 2, we're using vehicles. Phase 3, maybe we're using vehicles. Here, it's part to Phase 2. Get out of those cars and start running, because you're not going to be using cars any longer. There's already now way too many teams close to each other. And the thing is, the distances are so wide, they're so open, you got to leave those vehicles already now and start playing on foot.
Like it.
There's no city it can hard shift to. There's no nothing. You're going to be playing this as a Sanok game, essentially, with just less cover.
Unless you're playing all the way in the north, where you have to kind of rotate to the wood. Let's see here. K-Mind taking some shots. Making just few. Oh, where one more.
Come on, K-Mind. You can hit those.
He hits those. More Trellis. Lul, 6 more. These guys, they're in a decent position.
Yeah.
Liquid wants to third party. Oh, that's coming out. K-Mind. Nice. Nice spray here. 4x with the scar as well. Makes it taking a nade from Metrelius.
Look at how early they rotated out. There's, I think, 39 bullets in total for that SLR. Unfortunately, there is an M4 on the other side, but not a whole lot of ammo for the DMR, which I would think is going to be his primary weapon, at least for the next couple of circles.
Maybe also they're under extreme pressure right now,
yes.
DA. This could turn out very rough for them. How close is WGSG? They're also extremely close. This is going to be one knock. Metrelius is going to take down Xiong.
Well, the thing is, both teams are under pressure right now because they know there's other teams around. They want to get this fight over with before anyone comes to the third party.
Just coming in. Smash. Takes one from Ibi.
You can see, look at how exposed he is to his back.
Yep.
They need to get this done with and then get the hell out of here, reposition, or just start looking the other ways, because there's so many ways that other teams can come in and start third partying.
Mixie's going to finish off Metrelius. Ward is going to be able to get up Samty. WGSG is going to be holding on to this. They wanna figure out what's going on here, how much space they can take here before Liquid takes it. Liquid's in a kind of greedy, little bit greedy 1-1-2 split with Mexi and teams playing forefront here. And K-Man with the support. Now the circle's going to be closing here. Obviously, it's going to go somewhere where we have some forest and stuff, but this is a nice circle. I like that.
It is actually. Normally we get to play them on the south side of Stalber, down towards Chesnaya. This circle I like. Oh my lord, that's a good nade. Nogi right in the face of Lipson. He's gonna go down. And for the teams that are out on Kameshki's side, down towards Chesnaya, I'm really curious to see, as you just pointed out as well to me, Martin, how they're planning on rotating into this. Because they know they have to play on foot. They know there's gonna be teams waiting literally on that white line, trying to take the fight to them. And now Senya is gonna be running straight into face, while as you can see here, Sonnerboy still trying to get a bit better of a footing up against both Blaze and Team Unique.
I was looking at the guys coming in from the east. There's a decent amount of space here, but we're going to have some fights, potentially on the edge, maybe outside. We'll see how that's going to work. Liquid's looking pretty good. Inside games already in the side of Stalber. They're sharing a Stalber with Omak, and I think they're going to be fine with that. After alt, also very central. DA now very silent in the middle now. They're down to 2 players. They have to play the silent game. T-Bone on the other side is going to find Play With Me, and Best Lux has found Uber.
At least he knows where he is. No shots connected. Probably would have wanted to connect a few more with those. Uba is going to continue running. Not expecting Best of Luck to hit them. And, well, he's going to be a little mad because he didn't.
Fortunate for him.
That would have been a good knock, too, because that would have... I mean, they know that they potentially will have to push into them at some point. So being able to already taking out one now and them still being 4 alive and pushing forward, that would have made things a little easier. Rip. Well, that's what Lassa is saying. At least the knock came in. Maybe a red. Oh, my lord. 1 nade here. 1 nade.
Yeah. And it's on the 3rd order here, so I kind of feel like Sound Boys, they've heard this, maybe.
They know. I mean, they got a flush on one of the Blaze players just before they know it's them who's up here. 1 nade.
This is pushing.
1 nade.
Ooh, that was a good shot onto a doozy. Was that from the WCSG boys, I think?
I couldn't tell you. There are so many teams around here. Have a chance. Are you going to take that? Are you going to take that?
Mine now.
Who leaves energy drinks behind on the ground? I mean, I can look at my inventory, like 7 first aids, but there's one on the ground.
I need one more.
I'm gonna drop some ammo to pick up my 8th first aid, just because people don't leave medkits behind. I mean, that's just.
Let me say, guys, if you play other games, just play the medic.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah, for the most part I do. WGSG, Team Liquid, they're squaring off. A lot of teams are starting to engage each other with the circle closing in. Everyone's just trying to fight to make some more room for themselves, for the circles to come to avoid those third-party scenarios coming in for a couple of circles from now. Nate thrown forward, no damage done. And Brax go elsewhere. Goes down to 80 as well.
Oh, Rip's going to go down as well. Team Easy is going to be finished off. Lassa and Apocalypse, the last players now. 4 Blaze. This is sitting in a good position for this. This is a rough spot for Blaze. They're most likely going to be taken out. Going to be pushed by the Sauna guys now.
The thing is, Sauna boys can't really commit to it. I was just going to say, because as you can see, a Doozy and Team Unique, they're looking at them from above, and that's really making things hard. Circles shifting north up towards Liquid. And then, to be fair, I think Liquid would prefer to play this circle on the edge. I think that's why they backed off of Stalper Hilltop to begin with, because they would much rather be the sweeping team than the aggressing one. Let's see now, Jupsik, who are you going to find over behind this car?
Support from Lugi as well. Well played
by
Sauna Boys. That was a nice sweep in there. They're going to be able to get in further to the zone and take control of this road here.
Yes.
The Sixers on the northern side now. Metabase kind of close. We'll see how they're going to be fencing up against each other. AT's going to take down Fex and Michael with nades while Bear finds Phosphase.
Yeah, GMT finding a former teammate. Still alive just on the other side of the hill. And 80 goes down too. I thought that was going to be a clear one onto GMT, but not quite the case. Nade a bit too far. Gustav is there. Secures the kill. And, well, he's going to be able to bring up 2 of his fallen teammates with Uber coming up the hill as we speak.
And they're going to have a big amount of space now in the eastern side. Liquid heard this, so they're most likely going to be positioning themselves. They don't want a 3-man face rush kind of coming in towards them. So they're going to be making sure that they don't get into the circle. Example taking some shots, finding 1. Milman's going to find Kimba.
Example does all the damage. Milman gets the knock.
How it goes. He gets the ADR though.
That's true. That's all that matters, you know. Who cares about kills anyway?
He probably farms somewhere else, or harvests something at home. He farms a lot of ADR as well.
I'm sure they do. Circle shifting north. I mean, Na'Vi, they're in a tricky situation there because they need to get over that ridge line.
This is going to be rough for like Salt here or Salt. They are on the southern side. They're not going to be able to move inside Stelva, so they're going to be pushing around there. Park, though, is going to take down the Sauna Boys, getting themselves 2 kills. Maybe potentially securing 1 more. Kofis is going to find Jubisic. That's a yoink.
Yeah. They're the last team to sweep here, the Park Elia team. They're the last team to come in from this side. You can see, yep, Pixel like Does find Vasco as well, so Stalber is no longer in control, or being controlled by Omarkin. Exactly, he goes down as well. Now Marsic able to find Timmy. So a lot of damage coming in from the team on the side. Oh my lord, that's 1 HP.
That's unfortunate. No, but we'll see what's going to happen here in Stalber. This potentially could be a 4-way fight. Inside Games is sitting on the inside, funnily enough, to make sure that they can kind of gatekeep all the teams there. They have literally all the cards in their hands right now. Na'Vi is on the western side driving. They can hear this. It's going to be a rough thing for them. We'll see how that's going to go. Unique, though. Pokemon needs it. He knows where he is. He's down to nothing. That's a nothing right there. Sounder Boy's down 14th.
They're going to go down and out, try to hold off, and this is exactly what a team like Liquid wanted to avoid. That's why they pushed further north, to not be that team caught on the edge, forced to take multiple fights right after each other, but look down towards Stalber. That's south side of the circle. Now, Tornado Energy have managed to avoid. They're going to be running into FaZe in just a short moment, and you can see Team Unique, they're actually still wrapping north, despite only being 2 alive. They have a 3-man puck, and a pretty stacked up Besiktas as well, as I say that they are getting tagged up, and now Omarkin, well, as you said, Martin, they hurt the car, they're trying to hold off.
Want to get those 3 points right there because these guys are outside the circle. Nice shots though from Tab and Bestelux. And Page's going to take down Tab, and now Bestelux down to 50 HP. It's phase 4. It's chunking. It's taking a lot of damage off him. 3 damage per second plus the multiplier distance from the blue zone. It's coming out. They want to make sure to get those points. Metaba is going to find Sheshin, or actually he's going to run out of HP, and Tab is going to go out. No, he Pokemon They want to third party this as well.
This shift is interesting. It hard shifts back down south. This whole hillside is so scarily open. I feel like this game could be over in phase 6.
Yeah, it could be with Dia in the middle, and they're going to get 3rd place then, I think. Kofest has found Matrick from Pog, or did he actually connect it? No, not yet.
No, just a little
low HP. He's thinking, do I go for the rest? So what's going to happen here? Uno. Has to spot. Nice shot here. He's going to finish him off, get up the 3rd player. So Six is going to be able to play with 3 though. See how far Unique can take it. Pokemon Molodoi is on the rest.
And you see, as soon as he comes down for the rest there, he immediately, Uno, jumps up to make sure that no one can shoot them from below. So great teamwork there. Team Unique still pushing forward. Now FaZe Clan on the other side. They know that they have Tornado Energy in the nearby area, but it's a little quiet out there to the east. Back inside Stalber, the fight still commences as Inside Games try to continue to hold off the teams on the southwest side. Issue here being, I think like they might have to spread a bit too thin in order to actually contain all of them.
It's coming from Woken. Miracle's going to find Kofest. That's going to be 3 points out there. It's going to go out to the zone, but the point is going to be accredited to Miracle.
That's the first kill. That's the first kill for WCG, and they've been shooting all game.
Yeah. And they've actually had a decent position to shoot.
They have, yeah, exactly.
It's going to take down Besiktas. That's unfortunate.
And then Besiktas go down immediately after.
Yep. It's after ult.
Vesterlock
still alive, though. 10 teams standing, 31 players.
How do you get inside this circle? If we could get like an overview of the hillside that the DA are playing around, there's so little cover. Like, if this one goes anywhere center or south now, look at this. Look at this hill. There's a buggy. That's all you have. There's a buggy and nothing in terms of cover. Just trees and absolutely no cover in this circle. It is... Yep, that's your cover right there. That's what you can hide behind. And whenever it explodes, it's probably going to roll down the hill too, and then then you have nothing.
He actually has a decent spot. He has some trees to work with. He has a little bit of a
that's a
bush.
decent spot, then I don't know what
I would say, though, like, we're playing on live server, so he could have... if you remember the WGSG hoodie from PGI 2018,
yeah,
he would have
true.
been...
He's full incognito. Yeah, makes sense.
See how this goes, though. Liquid FaZe are looking good. WGG is looking good, but on the southern side, we're going to see a lot of fights. T-Bone's going to find Bestelux. So Navi's going to go out in 10. Let's see how the rest of the guys inside Stalber, they're going to be coming out. Combat.
Yeah, Combat went down as well.
Dead.
He is for sure. I mean, Example can't really do anything
He's
to help
done
him.
for.
There you go. Out is Combat, and I like how FaZe always, they go up to clear to push back, to up to clear to push back. But now that when they come, next time they go up to clear, they have to stay, and then they need to start pushing further forward. Issue being, they want to wait with pushing down to Stalber before that fight starts.
Yeah.
Whenever Inside Games, Exalt, and Omargan all go full-on YOLO 3-way fight, that's when FaZe will take the time to push. Or, as I was just going to say, if they can get a knock onto one of the Liquid players, they could consider wrapping that way now. And now with 2 of them down, this would be a mistake not to utilize. And you can see already now Uba and Gustav are moving.
They have to push in this. They have to. Oh, nice shots coming in from Itzy. Samty's finding one more. Shots coming. Oh, he's 2 HP himself. Oh, nice push here from WGSG. They have to take advantage of this. See what Liquid can do with this, with the 2 monster teams pushing and sandwiching them effectively. Ebi's going to take down Samty. Oh, Vard and Iris full on coming in.
It's great shooting from Vard, getting the knock on to K-Mite. We saw him yesterday what he could do with a barrel. Let's see what he can do with the Scarl. Found it first, not able to connect on Mexi. Is still at half HP, but keep in mind, FaZe are applying pressure from behind.
No, taking shots, taking the honest knife to see Liquid's going to go out in 9th position. Ivor and Vard is going to be the last 2 players from WCC, though.
Yeah, but look at what it cost them. They were trying to push up on this, but they were just taking too much time. Both Samty and Miraku eliminated this, so they were trying to get up that hillside. Had they committed all 4 when they knew they were weak, when the second knock came in from FaZe, sent it, go for it. You know they're resting, you know they're healing. Yes, you're in the open, but you have to commit to it now. That smash gone down. one sneaky snake out of the equation. Now it's just Mert left alive in the very center of the circle. I mean, either he's going to get second place or he's going to go out in the moment.
Ivil's going to be taken down by Ostolovac.
Use the corpse for cover. I like
taking
it.
all the loots. Page. That's how Page and T-Bone actually both have a kind of a good little inside flank on them, and might be able to do something with this. Pixel, look at this though. Pixel quadrogging and actually just walking up on Ivil. He had the position earlier, so now he's going to make sure that they can flush this point here. This is spicy.
Well, Malkin's position only work right now because no one from the north side is looking towards him. You can see FaZe is trying to wrap up now. More shots are being fired in the stealth area, and that's what's going to cost them in. Nice knock from Page. That was the exact player they needed to take down in order to be able to get that res up. And, well, there you have it. That is a good one. Pixel is still over on that side, but Sampik, he was the one with the eye in the sky. He was the one with the overview. And, well, that ain't there no more.
Shots coming in. T-Bone connecting just a few. He has to reposition. He has no hardcore to work with now. See how this is going to go. FaZe third-partying Toby.
They're pushing up the hill just as talked about once the fire commences. I don't think we've seen enough knocks yet that they really want to commit to it, but they are wrapping up this hillside. And they have 2 Tornado Energy players proned out and ready to start shooting at them once they get there. That's got stuff down. He found Example. A little bit of revenge coming in from earlier, and Fuzzface goes down too. So Aaliyah and Example's trap worked out to perfection.
Well played by them, making sure that they can hold them out. Fuzzface. Gustav doesn't look like they can be safe.
And then they use all their utility.
Yeah, they are. Freak, it's points! Secure the points! Get him!
It's FaZe, no rest is allowed! Get them down!
On the other side, Inside Games, they should be doing something actively here, but Pixel is on an insane...
Ooh.
My god, what a barrel spray. Page returns the fire, takes down Pixel though. On T-Bone and Page, they're going to be looking at them. See if they can secure one, he's going to be able to take him down. Inside Games is moving out with smokes.
Second knock on Ivil as well, so if they want to get that knock, they have to commit to it now. But I think Inside Games, they have a different plan here. They're pushing forward. No knocks coming in so far. T-Bone is trying to use that rock as best as he can for cover and peek around it on each side. Free Kill is wrapping around. He's going to go down immediately. Page finds one. Gets down. Sampeak out as well. Ostra Lowback from Aaliyah on the other side of the circle gets the kill. And well, I mean, who knows? Who knows what they can do here? As you can see, Gustav did get back up on his feet, so the nades, despite them being thrown by Tornado Energy, still one rest came in.
Tornado Energy is going to be smoking a lot here. FaZe, they are up as 3. They can potentially just hold them out, gatekeep them, making sure that Exam is running straight towards them. Let's see what Uber can do here. He's going to find one. That's Uber taking down Exam with a nice headshot on Alia. It's the last player standing from Tornado.
They thought that with those 2 knocks, FaZe would be like, yeah, we're not pushing back into that. That's too scary. And nope. Well, Gustav came up, he got his revenge, he got down both of them. And as we talked about coming into this day, he's a damn scary player in FaZe. 3 guys alive, 5 kills for 8, seeing 10 for the team in total. What a hell of a day. Hell of a game, I should say, this one has been for them.
Let's see what they can do and get a few more maybe. Welcome to South. So the only guys on the northern side, they have an insane amount of space actually. More than 50% of the circle, somewhat controlled. After all this, on the western side, just kind of laughing over there. They have 3 guys alive. Now T-Bone's trying to find one, connecting really one. Gustav's also taking some shots at Olmaken though. Iro finding Danimon.
I feel like After All could have had a whole lot more in this game had they dared to go out and take some control. They had so many third-party opportunities that they just never seized, and that's what I was scared for coming into today, because they did qualify as a pretty kill-heavy team. But I just don't think they have the guts to go out and bring it to the bring it to the big boys. And honestly, I mean, they were the team, like they were the only team on that western side of the circle with the numbers to take control, and they just played it so scared on the west side.
Oh my God, he's in the bush. He sees him.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, does he? Oh, I think Uber knows something. Like, can you guys throw a nade over in this bush? I feel like there might be a person there.
Somebody check it.
I think he knows.
Wait, they're both proning. One in a bush, one behind a rock.
I think Uber knows. I think he's hiding here because he doesn't want to let... Like, he knows as soon as I peek, Mert is going to pre-fire me. They're just waiting. I think he's just waiting for someone else to go clear the bush for him. Like, right now, Uber has attracted all the attention. Mert is just looking uphill. And you can see Gustav is looking around. He's got to be prone because he knows. That's got to be the reason, right?
Well, FaZe,
You'd have to
I
think.
think FaZe is probably one of the best teams at counting kill feeds.
Yeah.
So they are aware that there's
Do
one or
they
two DA players left.
Do they know that now, though?
I kind of feel
That's been a tough kill feed to follow. And they've been fighting, like they've been fighting while that kill feed's been popping off too. So that's going to be a trigger one. Let's see though.
Wait,
I counted
just
Mert
in the distance, crawling in slowly like a snake. Iroh and Ward, they're sweeping.
They have to see him.
They have to get further up though. He kind of got a little like.
Yeah, he has a little bit
thing.
of a rich line up there, but this is just 3 snakes.
I hope that
right
this
next
guy
to each other.
crawls straight into
Uber.
to Mert or Uber for that matter.
He's gonna crawl into Uber and
he's
then
inside. He's just inside.
yeah,
now,
he's
nearly.
chilling. He's not in a hurry to go anywhere. And look at this, as you were talking about, just a
can't
little bit of a rich
see.
line is gonna block the vision. Oh,
Oh,
not
Ward.
enough though.
Wait, so Uber is gonna jump up, shoot with WSG, DA lull. He's gonna always get
Is this how Mince?
He's smoking it.
Is this how Mert wins the game?
I hope so. I
Could you
I actually
imagine?
hope so.
Oh, he spots him. He must see him, and yes, indeed, he does. Uber down, at least knocked. Now comes the flush. Former teammate. I cannot see you. You cannot see me.
The discipline is absolutely nuts here. He's also pretty close to the center. He's gonna get another point from this. Iroh is looting.
I mean, no fairness. For Mert, this is perfect. Let those two teams with 2
He can
players
third-party
on
the last
eliminate each other.
Yeah, he can.
Just wait. This is
potentially get
perfect.
The last kill.
99 out of 100 pro players had started shooting already. He can literally smell his sweat from the distance he's at. Taking for granted that Iroh... I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Yep.
Iroh doesn't smell. I've hugged him. He doesn't smell.
He doesn't. Okay, that's good. I mean, you know what? I'm just not going to talk anymore today.
Oh my god. Oh,
No. This is no. Now he's going to go down to the blue.
Oh my god. He's not even going to get the kill, is he?
Mert.
Yeah, he is. Oh no, he's not even getting
the kill. Vart, though, he has been lights out earlier. And
Oh
my
my
freaking God, Vart, you absolutely... There's no word for it. We talked about it with Iroh last game on Sanhok. He does the exact same thing. What is the response? How is FaZe supposed to do anything different and respond to that? Double headshots, da-dung, double headshots, da-dung. That's just insane.
Nothing. Honestly, we talked about this in game 1 as well. Like, Vard is one of the most underrated players, in my opinion.
Yes.
But like after this, he can't be underrated anymore. Look at these guys. I'm happy for Welcome to Starters. They are looking strong.
They are really, really, really seeming to have found their kind of footing with this roster. It felt like in the beginning of the scrims last week they were still kind of getting molded together. They were still trying to figure out how they wanted to do things, what their flow was gonna be like. But it seems like they found that they're gonna go very, I mean, at least seemingly somewhat. Okay, I'm gonna call them a center circle Na'Vi. Like, they don't want to fight, but they are that much more aggressive early to get a position that allows for them to fight when they want to. For example, here, a Na'Vi team would have played on the edge. They did. WTSG, they go center. They go aggressive early to take a center position so that they can play passive for the next 6 circles.
Also, especially with this kind of circle, they knew how important it is to be able to play on the northern side, or even northwestern side, and the territory they took control of was just so crucial.
Look at this.
This is
next.
one more.
Jesus Christ, that is disgusting.
Yeah,
that is disgusting, man.
Dirty plays from Vard. Extremely well played by Welcome to Starters here. Nice to see them rise like this. They're gonna be pretty much number 1, I think, on the leaderboard after that. That's gonna be crazy.
And the thing is, when you're facing that situation, you can't even be mad. Like when you're Gustav, you're just gonna be, you know what?
Yeah.
You got me.
Like he was not even like he was not even standing still. He was moving, like jiggling in
Insane.
between, and he just lasered him.
Insane. This is what you got in store, guys, for the 2020 season of PUBG Esports. This is absolutely amazing to watch. We take a short break. We got 2 more games of Erangel coming up. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Rise up, it's no time to lay low. Turn dreams into cream, get your pesos. Turn those pesos into bankroll, and in no time get the cheese like queso. I used to be the first guy to procrastinate. I used to waste mad time in my mind state. Was like, I ain't got time for the grind, but you never be great without work, let it marinate. I'm waking up and thank God for a good day. I never worry what naysayers gon' say. I take my ideas, put them into high gear. By the end of 5 years, now I'm getting dumb paid. I keep my mind on point, mental kung fu. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I laced my shoes, I'm on the move, I paid my dues. I'm a winner, so I can't lose. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, cash out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Yo, I'm trying to be a mogul. Have my own brand with my own logo. Make a grand entrance, escorted by Popo. You can call me CEO. Yo, I got dreams so big they obesing. I'm trying to make cash money while I'm sleeping. Why it can't happen? No reason. All I gotta do is put the work in, beast it. I'm going all out, baby, till we ball out. When you see me racking up wins, give me more clout. Time short, so I gotta get mine. I'ma grind to the finish line, homie, let's shine. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to South George. Popping off.
Yeah.
Popping off at the end there.
And they're not even looting South George, so it's like how they pop them off like that.
And how can they say welcome back, welcome to
I don't
South
know.
George when they don't?
It's
You know,
kinda-
it's just
And now
breaking
they-
rules, man.
Yeah.
You set the rules, you got to go there. But you know what? It's still got the best hoodie in the game.
Yes, they do. It's
still
too
got-
good.
It's still good.
And
We're back. So game 5.
Yeah.
And we're 4 games in. It's great to be bloody back having actual pro tournament action because it's been so many months. Certainly since I did it. It's been since PEL. I did obviously done the duos, the wingman stuff, and the nations, which is great. But it's the proper squads. You obviously do PGC, but PGC was so long ago now.
Yeah.
We've had many months in between of
Yes.
like a void
had
of
the-
action. So it's good to be back.
I've had the pleasure of being forced to renovate my bathroom So I had
Renovate your
completed
forced.
full everything.
Forced to
yeah.
renovate your
Well, I
bathroom.
wanted to as well, but now it was
Forced.
like, you're going to be home for like
I'm not
more than a
sure.
month.
Can your girlfriend actually force you to do anything?
Yeah.
She can when she
Yeah.
wants to. Okay, all right.
So we dragged out everything, the toilet, everything, except tiles. And then
So you
painted
did.
and
You went
everything.
full
Yeah.
Sims then.
Yeah.
You went
No,
full
no,
Sims.
no. Our
'Cause-
house is not leaking and moldy and stuff like that. It's just like a
Sims, I tell you
renewal.
what, I reckon he's the DIY master. The amount
He
of
is.
stuff I see
He
Sims
is.
doing.
I was like, why are you not making like a YouTube channel?
It's like
fixing
all
this?
the door frames and everything going
Yeah.
on. Here's the points, obviously, from the previous matchup. Well, welcome to South George. Popping off! Along with FaZe Clan, 12 kills for them. Omicron, you know what? T-Bone says he's got a stinking headache right now, but it's alright because Paige is carrying him. But man, they're doing alright for having a bad headache. And one player down. They are topping the board, or they were topping the board. They're second now because Welcome to South George picked up that victory. And the kills and placement points. Top of the kills, top of the placement points. It is a good day for Welcome to South George. Not a good day for Nip, maybe, but you know what?
No, it's looking good for them. Dofus is happy.
Dolphins is loving life right now.
Oma can, I mean, Newborg, he's happy as well. It's going very well. I think this is the first
Can we
time.
can we just say all the memes that are going on about Ira right now? Welcome to South George first, TSM 16th. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, that's on you. I'm not going to join in on that. I will say, though, I love the fakes memes. The copy pasta.
Yeah,
it's
the copy pasta.
too good.
I like the memes. Hey, it's all
actually too
banter.
good.
It's all good. So we're back. Erangel, game number 5 of 18. Plenty of action, so let's not get too overhyped about tables on day 1. Everything can flip on its head.
Absolutely. On a northwestern to over military plane, this could be either a western circle or a military circle, or even if we're very blessed, a Sarky one. I would love
Now,
that.
I was about to say we're going to probably see FaZe go down on the Sosnovka, but Jesus, there's about 5 teams down here.
Yeah.
So TSM are going to drift off to Milta. It looks like they're like, this is way too congested. So we've got Blaze, FaZe, Besiktas, and Unique, but all down there at the moment. That is a lot of people. FaZe with Blaze basically on their backs at the moment as they come down. FaZe are going to go down to the compounds down south. It's all going to be split pretty safely, though, I think.
If this isn't a melee game, it's gonna be so rough for these 4 teams.
But the problem is Na'Vi don't gate camp.
No, but TSM potentially they've
Is he going to try
seen
and run him
this.
over? Is he going to try and run him over? No, never going to get a chance. The car's there.
Yeah. So Circle Pop, it's going to be a northwestern one, not a super northwestern one, but a decent northwestern one, with a little river in the middle and some welcome to South George.
So
and yeah,
Blaze could gate camp FaZe
yeah,
if they
and
fancy it.
Besiktas for that matter.
Yeah.
And TSM, they've literally just watched while they were gliding towards Mother, they watched 16 players drop onto to military,
Yeah.
and they're going to be like, what?
Yeah.
There's 10 kills and a 16th second place waiting for us if they all come on our bridge, so they could just easy peasy take that. We'll see. Unique though, looting Novo, not one of my favorite places. They had decent loot, but for them to get all the way to the northwest, it was going to be rough for
So
them.
what is this adjustment with Welcome to South George? We're going back in time. I mean, we were talking about like 2018. I think teams have gone back to. This is very much a 2018 loot spot they're in right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's viable, but the reason why they're not going, they
can't go
want
to Lippo and
they
that
want
lot,
to loot,
yeah.
they want to loot Lippo, they want to lose
Prison
the
Mansion
old
and all
night
that,
split,
yeah,
basically,
the old night
right?
split, yeah.
So they want to have that. It's also extremely strong. Shelter to Lipovka, sometimes Mansion if they want that.
They're
That whole
currently in
road.
Pullman's Pachinki, Watertown or Atlantis or whatever the hell. This place got a million names.
Yeah.
Sunken City,
And the 2 halfway compounds between Pachinki and
Pullman's Pachinki.
Yeah. Pullman's Pachinki. Yeah.
Pullman's Pachinki.
I'll give you that.
It's Sims, that one. I
think
can't
Toff-
claim that one.
I think Toffees calls this Toffees because he always loots there because nobody contests.
Toffee's trying to claim an area of his
yeah.
own. This is mine.
This
is Toffee's.
compound is called something else.
I think they're trying to say this is trash.
This is
trash
Yeah,
loot.
this is trash.
I think
That is
that's-
true.
I think
That
they're trying to
is
say X and Menox doing the observing tonight, and everybody trying to distract Menox as best they can in Discord.
Really? Oh, I like that.
There's a lot of highlighting.
Lots of
What a surprise! Team Liquid going for the mountain.
Yeah, I like that. I respect them sticking to their roots.
Tried and tested.
Yes. Sauna Boys.
Timmy's
on
got
the
a better vehicle to get up there. He's going to get up there quicker. That Dacia is going to struggle. Let's face it. Dim is like, I bring 4x4.
Yeah.
That's my best finish,
I
by the way.
okay, nice. I have a better one, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to do it now. It's gonna be later.
You're
when
gonna
I'm
hold.
drunk.
You're gonna hold
don't
back.
do it now. Don't do it now. Damn man.
Damn man.
We'll see how that's gonna go. Jupiter is gonna come in there as well. On another note, actually, the amount of space that the Sauna Boys they have, if they manage to keep like Gatka and all of West Coast to themselves, if they manage to keep that, that's gonna be looking
I
very
see
good for them.
a potential of Omicron getting to Cube first and camping DA out here.
Ooh.
It's possible.
I think that they think that Cube is taken by someone.
Yeah, they're scouring it.
Yeah.
They're scouring it.
I don't think they want to.
They're actually looking to go.
They're kind of late as well.
They're going over the other bridge, which is actually
Yeah,
going to go right next to who's
Pog.
there? It's Pog that's there, right?
Yeah. Pog. I like that.
I mean, it's a tricky circle, to be fair. You'd normally assume this is going to go down to the mountain and somewhere around there, but it is very possible this could swing north and cause a lot of problems, which is why I feel Omicron are just going to gamble and stick in this sort of northern on the edge, give themselves a bridge out. TSM, by the way, still sticking around our Milton. They were a little bit late. Blaze finally going over the bridge. Na'Vi predominantly don't tend to camp this bridge, so I don't think there's going to be too many problems down there. I think actually most people will get out pretty safe.
This is peculiar, yeah. Sarang and the boys from After All, they looted South George, and now they're taking a car to go North George. Why not stick it in a 1-1-2 split or 1-2 split or whatever?
Two to either side of the bridge, right?
Yeah, something like that. Just like we've seen Pog do, which is
Yeah.
a very typical. The two garage compounds across from each other, like they can kind of help each other and give each other information. That's a very typical 2-2 split. So I like that. Ival though has taken Cube, so now Omakan they're going to be rolling in there. I doubt it that DA will ever move south of the river until they know it's 100% going to go down there. We'll see how that's going to go.
Unique heading over the bridge. TSM have still yet to leave Milta. This may give a bit of information. Okay, they're instantly going to dive off to the east, I think, as soon as they go over the bridge. They're checking out the garage. And
they want to go on the beach and then just go into the circle? Yeah, I think you're right.
Safe territory, yeah. So there's been a couple of shots going off. It's actually been Pog down low that have been shooting at Team Liquid on the hill. I don't think Sauna Boys and Team Liquid have engaged too much with one another.
You see, the North George Park teams are shooting at Team Liquid on the mountain half a kilometer away or more, like 700 meters. Yeah, Bard's gonna find Melon.
Yeah. Exalt. Okay, that's down in the Watertown sort of area, ruins. Oh, he's done. That's Vard. Oh, Hyro stole that. That was Vard. It's like, what? Are you serious?
It's just for the flush. I like it. Not even for the kill.
Vard got it. It's all good. Credits to Vard.
Shift's running away.
The kill feed always looks fancy, though.
Yeah, that's the highlight-worthy part, right? WCSG in a 2-2 split. GSM coming in slowly on the east. 2 minutes until the circle closes.
Ival's got to Cube. Ival's going to Cube, so okay.
He's got a low. No, he's got the 2. He's two.
Yeah,
Page is there too.
So they've managed to get the split there. TSM, they're taking the run. This is far east side phase. Gustav, you can see, has tentatively gone across, and now they're clear. They're the second to last team to leave. Besiktas are going over, but Blaze do have a bridge camp set up. So FaZe wisely going for the eastern bridge, and Besiktas may well be triggering this. Kofos is going to be the first man across. He is alone in a vehicle, though, so it will give the information to the rest of the team.
I
mean, he's kind of standing in the middle. Says, Kofos is going to see that clear as day.
He gave it away.
Yeah.
Is
there someone coming? I think there's someone coming. It's look, there's someone coming. It's just like standing. It's like, what are you doing, you moron? Get out the road.
He's excited. He just wants to play.
Get him.
These guys are smart. Oh my god. Are they gonna?
They're trying to.
They're gonna do.
No, they're going. Oh no. Here we go. Laza, are they going to get anything? Kofos? Yes, Kofos is gone. How did they not?
They stopped though. They pulled up on them on the other side. Oh no, shots are still coming out. Lipson thinking shot. Laza's going to find Meta Bay. So that's 2 points secured.
2 on. 2 down. Blaze, well, you know what? It worked out for them. Besiktas, they should have expected that. And,
I was sure that Apocalypse was showing himself when he was standing in the middle of the bridge. But Kofis was, I think the angle to how he was pulling up to the kind of the last cover with the, I think it's the RV that's over there that he can kind of hide behind. and Scout. I don't think he was able to see him. TSM, they've driven into Rosok, taking shots now at Gustav. The rest of FaZe is coming slowly and just north of Miltap.
They're heading north. They got an inkling that it's going north here. Maybe they're just edging the bets if it does go south. But there is a big slice of north in this. It is going to go north. Okay, so now the cube could be pretty big. Omicron may back away from it, though, and look to get one of the central compounds instead of sticking around at cube. DA, absolutely. You can see they're already heading for it. And now inside, I think they're heading for the same, either the crash or the compound in the center. Looks like inside they're going to go for the compound. DA going for the crash. The plane I'm talking about there, you all know what I mean.
Crash, yep.
And ActPog, as expected, they will just regroup. Now, the fact that they've regrouped and not gone further north could be problematic for every other team that's coming. They may be looking to pick up multiple frags like Sauna Boys, etc., that could be coming over the bridge now.
And also, after all, they're actually setting up a bridge camp on the western side on the North George Bridge. So they're actually waiting with 3 guys there to see if they can bait someone out to maybe drive across very late and get some points for free. There, Sauna Boys driving on the other bridge. Pog's taking some shots.
Liquid over south. Safe, rather. So they've just gone past Cube. Omicron did regroup, as we said. So, as expected, welcome to South George. They're coming across north of Ruins, so they're going to be safe. Oh, Unique and FaZe Clan at the same time, same bridge. Doozy going for the kills on the back of 8C. Now, Fuzzface has decided to adjust his routes, so he's going further off to the right. Now, I do only see 3 members of FaZe. Did they lose someone somewhere?
Yeah, I think they lost 1. I don't see that.
Because Gustav's north, 8C's going up there. They're down to 3. So Uber's dropped. He's not died. He's just not in the game.
No, he could have. I think I saw 4. So he could have died and then just disconnected, rage quit.
Navi in the boat.
Yeah, the good old 2018 Luminosity strat there on the western side.
Did they drop? Oh, no, yeah.
The question is, are they going to go around Sarki or are they going to land west of Sarki, west of North George and go there? I would like to see go all the way around here, all the way up,
all the way north of Zaki to the cliffs.
Good old 2018 Luminosity.
Yeah. I don't think they will though. That's too much rotating right these days.
I would love that.
Luminosity rotation. The days that Ninja used to play PUBG.
No,
we still remember.
It was the Luminosity South America guys.
The South American ones. Right.
Yeah.
Thought my FaZe are being paralleled across by Unique. Sniffing
blood. Look at the east. Look at how many teams are in the middle and east. Like we're talking 4 teams on the west.
If this pulls to the hills of Zaki, it's going to get very messy.
Yeah, I love that.
Come on.
This
pull
up
west.
here. I like to see that.
Yeah, DA are in a great spot right now. That sort of crash site area is really strong for this position, and that's why you're not seeing anyone really near it, because it's pretty open around that.
Yeah, I'm surprised we don't see more on the big hill here. The good old 2018 Avanga Hill, where they loot North George, then they run up in the hill, and then they win the game.
The Avanga run. After all, their camp is slowly paying off. They do get Blaze, so what goes around comes around, Blaze. This is what you get. This is karma happening right now. They only lost 1. Goose Yard going looking for it, though. Does, in the end, slowly back away, but Blaze, I think it's Lamazard that's stopped on the bridge, so he hasn't come across, so there's only 2 at the moment, surrounded by 3 after-alt players. Lipsin and Apocalypse just going to back away from this one. Lamazard's just stuck on the bridge. Circle shifts. Ooh. It does go to FaZe and inside, etc. So FaZe can just go across. Now the problem is, you can see Aduzi's already on the move. Unique are going to get there first if they're not quick enough.
See how are they going to take a compound here? Are they going to play on the hill just below? Ducey's looking to take the compound. From there, you can play very well, and you can take a lot of control on the northern side.
Which is tricky. So TSM are charging. Michael's already there, and Team Liquid were trying to do the same. And now Team Liquid and Welcome South Georgia kind of going to bump heads into DA and maybe even catch each other. TSM running very close to DA. FaZe very close to Unique here. Aduzi's already out the vehicle. They've already got that compound locked down. Pokemon covering off. Fuzzface will be safe for now.
Nice rotation.
Omicron lost one. Ivor.
Yeah, Ivor's down. Stolen by Pixel, actually. Was knocked by Pog, I believe. So that's unfortunate for them. Inside, they're sitting in this compound. extremely good compound for this circle, to be fair.
Na'Vi in a great position. They got out the boats. They're on the far western side. Now you can see them on the full west side. You can see After All also gave up on the camp there. They've moved out, so they got themselves 1 kill out of that. They're looking to get the compound, I assume, just the other side of the farm fields. I can see Danny Moon's going straight for it now. We're looking over on the eastern side. We talked about it. If the circle went west, it's going to get crowded, and that's exactly what's happened. You got Tornado Energy. Don't really know where they're going to end up here because TSM and Unique and FaZe, they all have that kind of lockdown. Now we have Team Liquid clashing with DA as expected.
Digilytics nades are coming out. Can he throw this? No, he's not going to be able to get this there. He's
that
safe.
one,
I thought so.
Not going to quite roll in.
Came on though on the crash. He's going to be able to make a play here. Mex is going to be able to get up James most likely. Fakes has been taken down by Combat Trash.
Now, Team Liquid, they need to deal with this fast because coming behind them is Exalt. Exalt are going to start tagging them in the back if they're not careful. And Welcome to South George may even start getting a sniff on this. Besiktas are coming in directly behind them. They're coming in vehicles directly behind Ibiza. Ibiza's going to be the man that's going to get the contact first. They're all coming in. That's going to draw Exalt into it. Meanwhile, Sixmo does get the knock on Mexi.
This is unfortunate for him. James maybe going to be able to pull him up though. K-Mine, nice nade. Oh, whoa! Nice nade to some damage into Dialul. Irish going to find Jevles. This Welcome to South George getting some points there.
Uno's gone blasting by, so Sixmo spun around, took shots at them, so Besiktas don't get involved in this one, but it gives Exalt all the information, and Welcome to South George. And Team Liquid, honestly, this is not a good spot for them. They're all stuck in the shack. Everybody's sort of congested with teams on their back. Everybody's moving in. Over on the further west, FaZe are spread out really nicely, actually, on that northern side. Uno managed to blast in and get center spot. He's took the full DA tactic. Oh no, in comes Tornado Energy. They've got TSM right in front of them.
Have a good spot here, TSM though. On their inside the
goes to
circle.
crash.
Smash took down K-Mine though. He's going to be pushing for it. Try to get the flush. Jeems though. He is sitting on this little ridge.
A little peekaboo about to come out. Lul tries to bait it out. Saw it coming. There's not a lot on that vest, is there, for Jeems. So I'm going to toss a molly. Welcome to South George. Move closer. That's going to push around. That TP down. That's problematic. Jeems goes down. Mexi's the last man standing. K-Mine's already knocked as well. He's going to try and toss a nade out, but you can see him already getting the flank around. Smash does manage to finish him off. Does he see Mexi? We can see ahead of the smoke, of course, on the observer mode, so he doesn't quite have the full vision he wanted, but does it matter? Welcome to South Georgia moving in. Exalt are moving in, and now the fight is going to turn four-way.
Mexi, lone player now. Welcome to South George. They're going to be putting a lot of pressure on them now. Exalt as well. Sixmo sees Monkey, takes some shots, and here it connects one. Nice shot there. So I kind of feel like this should be the guy who's kind of disengaging with this. Mexi's going to be found by Welcome to South George very soon. That is Samty taking down Mexi with a nice headshot for the SLR though. That is Liquid out in 16.
Welcome to Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Says your former Finnish teammate. And now, Welcome to South George turn their attention. They try and swing around. Back over to the western side. What is going on here? This is a clash on the edge of North George. It's the Sauna Boys with Blaze coming out the back of them. Further to them is After All and Pog. They're all clustered around one another. Sauna Boys coming out on top in this one. Blaze, of course, they lost a couple of people on the bridge, and now they have to move. But it is very congested. They're all pushing towards, as you say, the old Vanguard's route of running over the hills. But it is so crowded over there.
Let's see what they can do here. They have 3 guys alive. They're in a decent position, but there are 2 teams guarding them to get inside. And then inside, sitting inside the circle in a compound as well. Metrics, ooh, nice shots.
Na'Vi are sweeping down from the south. They're going to come right on top of all this action. That's like a 3-way battle, a 4-way battle that's going on. Na'Vi want a piece of it.
So everyone's going to take down Metrics. He's going to flush him as well. Pog lost 1 player now. 3 kills for After Alt. More player take down. No, Saxa's going to return the fire on that one. Meanwhile, Na'Vi is trying to third party this, and Sauna Boys are coming in from behind.
The flank, yeah, Pog are in trouble. Pog on the hill, After All. They're both sort of meat in the sandwich at the moment. They can't go the other side of the hill because Omakan are popping away at them from there. FaZe are also heading south now. They want to get involved. They're coming behind Na'Vi. Na'Vi almost on top of Danimon there. As, is it Danny Mon, I guess? Danny Mon. Now they're spotted, the Sauna Boys. Shershan. Pog goes instantly down though. Now they're all going to push on top. Na'Vi keep on pushing. Gustav sweeping in behind them, so they may even swing around on one another. That's going to be Tab getting down one of the Sauna boys. Michael, meanwhile, and Unique, TSM and Unique clashing in the northern side. Meanwhile, we keep our eye on this because there is about 5 teams about to happen and all clash on one another.
Sauna boys will go out in 14th with 2 kills. Sakta here trying to stay alive. Not inside the circle.
They've turned on him. They've turned on him. They've spotted FaZe. Gustav goes down. Bestalosh gets involved. And 2 members of FaZe now standing. 80. Fuzz is out in the blue. He's trying to take this fight on, but Bestalosh has him dead to rights. Fuzz really got nowhere to go. 80 trying to give him the cover he requires, but I'm not too sure it's going to quite be enough. Pog goes down. They're down to 1. After all, down to 1 as well. Sauna boys all done. So at the moment, it's all fell apart. And Na'Vi and FaZe, the 2 big boys from PEL, do clash with one another, but Kemba's down. Inside, have them camped.
So nice positioning here for Na'Vi. Just on the edge, trying to... Oh, this is a big pull here.
Over on the eastern side as well, Tornado Energy, they have Exalt pushing on. The crash site is a hot spot once again, as we expected, as Welcome to South George continued to push. The circle, it shrank, it centered, and that's the problem at the moment. Bestalosh, he's trying to creep along. He's got to be careful. There's a big backstab opportunity here for the other 2 members of Na'Vi down south for Danimon.
See if he can make a play here. Maybe try to get HC and Gustav down. They're kind of disengaging in each other because they can't get into the next circle. Inside games is sitting inside. Yeah. He's got a fair share of first aid left.
He's got to move. He can't take another one. He's got to have to first aid any second now. So he's literally gone in a couple of seconds to peek. Wants to try and get out of the blue. Not going to happen. And that blue absolutely punishing at phase 5. And now they're both out of there. So Na'Vi down to 2. FaZe will disengage. So further north, there goes Pog. They get picked off. Danimon working out well for him. And now we look over towards the eastern side. That's where the action's going to be happening next as everybody disengages. Well, I say that FaZe are running headlong into Unique, so they may well fall. Exalt have TSM to the north. They have 3 members of Tornado Energy ahead of them. And don't forget DA at the crash. And Welcome to South George further south. They are bumping heads with Omicron.
Na'Vi is going to lose one as the lower. It's going to find Tab. H is going to be going out onto Tab as well. That is Na'Vi out. Gustav's going to finish off Senya. Monkey. 0 kills so far for the Exalt boys. That's the 1 down. Shift down to nothing as well. Udyr taking some shots.
Caught in the open. Alia's just popping out. But Udyr delivers the shots when he absolutely needed. Compot Trash just ahead of him though. Still not done. Monkey's gone. Shiv going to come around. The Frenchman and a German versus a... Is he Russian or Ukrainian? I'm not sure actually, Compot Trash.
Or Moldovan? I think Moldova.
Well, now we've got it completely wrong. Doesn't matter. Iro is popping off. He gets down. Vasku down the south side as Metrelius now. DA, they're flexing at this crash site. They want to get as many kills as they can. 4 kills and counted so far. Inside Games also looking out, but Gustav trying to get a peek. Meanwhile, in the north side, we have TSM having a little pop once again at Unique. They've kind of been clashing for a very long time. T-Bone finds Iro at last.
Going to finish him off as well. That is Iro out and done for on the southeastern side. Still a lot of fights. Page is actually the only player inside the new circle. They have to make a new positioning here. DA 5 kills, 4 guys alive. They've been holding this crash so well.
And they've still got Udyr and Shiv out there. They do need to get themselves a spot in the circle, which is what Sixmo's doing. Sixmo's gone to secure the spot in the circle. Don't forget, Besiktas Uno is still in there. He sent it a long time ago, got himself. So Sixmo has got the spot, found himself a ditch. The rest of the team, it's secure. It's on the edge of the crash. So just going to run down the ditch that the plane created as it crashed in there. Gustav still lying in wait inside. Now, north side, TSM. Oh, I was about to say, play with me, has him spotted. Now, TSM did have them kind of gate camps on the outside of the circle, but Michael down up there as now Pokemolodoy makes the move to try and push in and secure more kills. The Doozy and Pokemolodoy, they're up too close. Gemty and Brexco trying to cover off what they can. Mollies to the trees. Nades coming back. Look at the mollies come down. The nades come down. Brexco, the last man standing for TSM, tries to flank around, but Play With Me is already there. He's gone for the flank, and Play With Me taken down. That was superbly done by Unique.
What an extreme, like, just an execution to the perfection here. 3 guys still alive for Unique. So well played. DA still sitting inside.
Exalt had done a full wrap around Now, they've managed to get further north. Will they catch on Smash? I think they're about to trip over him. Vard will go down. Welcome to South Jord. Gone. So now they're going to find him. Sixmo will see Udyr in time. Exalt, I thought they were about to run straight in, but Smash gives them the information they need as Shiv hits the dirt.
Shiv down to 17. Neutrality's going to finish off Udyr, and now Unique is going to come flowing in.
Straight into Shiv. Shiv's going to be crawling, looking for safety, and then... oh god, there's someone coming ahead of me. There's someone coming ahead of me. It's a doozy. Gets the shots on him, does get the knock, but Pokemon secures it. Now, DA are looking towards that and thinking, okay, we just chased somebody into them. Let's quickly try and get the revive off for Pokemon, but Smash is in that shack.
Inside games, still 4 guys live on the western side. They're looking for Gustav. They know that they're 1 player left from FaZe. Been counting the kill feed very well. Let's see if they can do something about that. They have a big control of the circle as well. Omagen has been doing so well. Page and T-Bone still alive on the south. Uno just inside the circle for such a long time. Next fights are going to be Unique and Digitalis most likely. Let's see. It's going to be found. Gustav's going to go out to Unique Pro probably here, or unless he's going to be able to stay inside. It looks like he's going to be able to stay inside for some time here, at least until the next circle starts moving. He's got a little ridge and a tree to work with.
He's down low, though. And you can see, play with me, they have this nice little angle on. The circle works well for them, doesn't it? They have this nice slope going down to Gustav. Gustav has Pokemon though. A couple of pops on him. Gustav just holding the angle, but the headshot comes in from Pokemon. And that's their 5th kill and counting. FaZe out in 6th place. Inside still with 4 alive. The only team with all men standing, but they've got to be careful. The south flank is coming on them. Page and T-Bone working as the duo. T-Bone saying he's got a stinking headache. And man, I can completely sympathize with him. I get migraines myself, and trying to play in a tournament 6 matches with a stinking migraine. Oh my God, I can't imagine it, but it is working well. And as he said, Page is helping and carrying him at the moment. They're looking for free kill.
Trying to wrap around this. They are fully aware of their position. They've seen 2 of them at least.
Well, that's drawn their attention though. They're focused on what's up on the hill and ignored what could be ahead of them. And if they had just kept running, it's just that it's small things like that could have got them a perfect spot. But now free kill down low has them an angle.
2 more nades. Smokes.
Within reach, that nade.
Good.
That's a good bounce. That's a great bounce. Pixelic goes down. So Page gets the 1, but they haven't, remember, realized that free kill's down here. So if they try and move up the hill, free kill could get them in the back. Nothing else is happening, by the way, in the north, and the DA and Unique. They're still actually Unique are looking to flank around the back of Inside Gaming here. Inside Games.
That's good. This could be a big play from Unique here. DA has been spotted as well by Uno. Free kill though. Found Page. Let's see what he can do here. Outside the zone. Gonna take a few ticks there. Down to 50 HP himself. But the pressure he put on Page and T-Bone might be enough for them to get Pixelic up. Let's see how that's going to go. Sampeak on the res. Unique is just positioning themselves to just execute this last circle perfectly here. Let's see how they're going to be able to do that. Uno. Is Uno going to do something with the DA guys? T-Bone?
That's free kill. That was the man down low. Oh, that's a good nade, though. Trolling straight to him. T-Bone should back away from that one. Takes a big chunk, and the second one may well get the knock. Second one comes in. It's not quite close enough. He's backed away from the damage. Now, the circle is going to work in their favor. It's gone over towards the eastern side. Now, a doozy's going to come straight in behind them. A Pokemon down low. Free kill, IG. They're all in trouble.
Oh, Page!
Doozy spotted! Page looks up on the hill. He thinks he sees them, but it gets a doozy instead. Didn't expect that one. Pokemon gets Pixelic down in the back. Page is thinking, hang on a minute, we got 2 teams. Back away, let them fight.
Played by these guys. Such a good... The control these guys have on the circle right now is insane. Trying to flush the kills, trying to make sure they get this. Didn't just manage to finish off. Oh, no, Pokemon though. Down to 14 HP T-Bone.
Trying to secure the kill there, but it's just not worth losing your life for it. DA are happy. They've taken control of the sun center circle. Adusi and co. They're backing off from this, saying, thank you very much. We've had a little bit of play. We're going to reposition and get our circle covered. Adusi wants more, looks towards the smoke, but he's already crawled away from that one. Zampeak will be bleeding out here, so IG down to 2. Page looks to DA now. He starts to fire on them. That's Sixmo he's taking a look towards. That second nade coming in on free kill. And he will go down. Pokemon picking up the knock and finishing the job on Zampeak.
down to just one player. Let's see if he can do anything about it. Pokemon, these 7 kills so far. Lovac is the last player. Let's see if he's going to be able to do something about it.
I wonder if Uno's going to play a big part in this. He's still sneaking in on it. The only snake that's remaining out there. Omicron's still very much involved in this one. IG down to just 1 on Strolovac. So, 3 for DA, 3 for Unique. 8 kills and counting for Unique here. They've dealt with FaZe. They've dealt with TSM. They've dealt with IG. But can they deal with DA? As DA, Metrelius gets Play With Me down. Pokemon dropped by Sixmo as well. Smash on the run. He comes around the side and a doozy's gone. And that's just like that. They are finished. Now Page is looking to try and get the flank over the hill as he gets Sixmo down and done.
Well played now. It's going to be down to a 2 versus 1 versus 1. Out to Lovac. T-Bone is fully aware of his position right now. Just trying to get the last bit of information. Oh, well played. Yeah. Sprays coming out. T-Bone taking him down. Well played by T-Bone. 6 kills so far for Omak and esports here.
A great game for this duo at the moment. Page and T-Bone, they're really doing stuff. Oh, Ivan and Vasco went down early. Didn't get too much from it. Page has to hit the dirt. Smash catches him. Now, don't forget, Uno is still in there. Still crawling for Besiktas. 3rd place for them is fantastic, by the way, just to get out of this. Now, can they get the revive up? I'm not sure T-Bone's going to have the time. He's trying to stick it. Metrelius is the man that's on the flank. Could find T-Bone in the revive. Yeah, T-Bone has to back off it. Here's the footsteps, but T-Bone goes down. Metrelius doing work. 11 kills and counting for Digital Athletics here. Massive game for them. And now they need to find Uno, the last man standing, the snake in the grass. It would be quite ironic if they get caught out by him.
Smash and Metrelius, the 2 newest additions to this lineup, and they've been proving themselves so well. 4 kills each this game so far.
Metrelius, honestly, was probably their best player in Phase 3.
Yeah.
We were always like, oh, who's going to be this man that replaces Iroh? They're never going to be able to stand up to it. But honestly, he really did well. There was a lot of pressure on him. Came in and did great. Now, Uno, can he do the unthinkable with 0 kills so far around Besiktas? And can he 1v2 them? If they take it to 2 1v1s at the moment, they're kind of trying to stick close to each other. They see him. Uno with the spray down. Metrelius not able to catch all the shots he wanted. Smash is going to try and come up on the reload. Should be able to take him down. Metrelius lands it. 12-kill game for Digital Athletics. They had the crash site. They took down Team Liquid. They took down Exalt. And they took down Unique along with Omicron. They did the lot. Everything they needed to. They held the ground. Fantastic stuff. 5 kills for Metrelius, 4 for Smash. Great performance.
Can we get some DA POC champs in the chat right now? Because that was an absolutely amazing performance by these guys. How well was this? This perfectly executed. They managed to hold this Exalt Liquid. They managed to take down some of these.
That crash site's not that easy to hold.
Nope.
You've got to be very proactive to sort of hold those positions. Fantastic stuff for them. We've said it so many times, like, they have it in them to be this high kill game. They took down FaZe in the Sanhok game as well, remember, that in a straight up fight. Here's is the fight earlier on against Team Liquid, catching him off. A little help from Samty at the end there. Gemty, sorry. No, it was Samty. Oh, jeez. Stop wearing your bear tags, boys. Get your names on.
Bear and Bear. Sakta took down one of them as well. Unfortunate for them. Unfortunate for Exaldo. I thought they were going to be able to get more out of this kind of third party coming in from behind, but they were just held out so well.
Every time they flanked around, they got held by another team.
Yeah, exactly. Nice nade from Page as well. A lot of overall, I love this area as well, by the way. I love it was extremely...
There's some good terrain to play with around here.
Overall, I just love this terrain.
The hills, it plays perfect for the flanking play, which you love to see because that's where you see the real skill of the player.
Yeah.
How well they can flank, how well they can adjust to terrains, etc. As I almost knocked my drink over. Woo-hoo-hoo! We've got a bit of spray on the screen from that one. It's all right. Toby can bring a cloth down or something, maybe, and try and recover that. It's going to get sticky fast. Let's put it that way. So, yes. Wow. Fantastic stuff. We've had some big games today already. And we got one more to go
game
on our angle. And then, of course, we're going to be covering North America later on tonight. Join us after this quick short break.
big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Rise up, it's no time to lay low. Turn dreams into cream, get your pesos. Turn those pesos into bankroll, and in no time get the cheese like queso. I used to be the first guy to procrastinate. I used to waste mad time in my mind state. Was like, I ain't got time for the grind, but you never be great without work, let it marinate. I'm waking up and thank God for a good day. I never worry what naysayers gon' say. I take my ideas, put them into high gear. By the end of 5 years, now I'm getting dumb paid. I keep my mind on point, mental kung fu. Won't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I lace my shoes, I'm on the move, I paid my dues. I'm a winner, so I can't lose. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, cash out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. Yo, I'm trying to be a mogul. Have my own brand with my own logo. Make a grand entrance, escorted by Popo. You can call me CEO. Yo, I got dreams so big they obese. I'm trying to make cash money while I'm sleeping. Why it can't happen? No reason. All I gotta do is put the work in, beast it. I'm going all out, baby, till we ball out. When you see me racking up wins, give me more clout. Time short, so I gotta get mine. I'ma grind to the finish line, homie, let's shine. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen. We gotta turn big dreams into action. We gotta mix action with the passion. Time short, no time for relaxing. Be the first in, last out, make it happen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final game tonight of EMEA. Coming up after this one will be many more games, 6 more matches actually to be precise, of the North America qualifiers. Of course, we're looking to see which 8 teams can make it through. There's going to be 18 games in total, and this is game number 6. Toby is back.
Hello.
Hello.
It's always fun to get one out, one in, one out,
Yeah.
one in. Yeah.
It's a quick rotate here. We got a quick rotate. We're trying to keep ourselves active and our minds ticking. I'm going to be an absolute vegetable by the end of the night because I've been on these weird hours with my fiance. She's been working 7 a.m. till 3:30, so I've been getting up at 5 a.m. and going to bed at by like 8 p.m. So it's already past my bedtime.
You couldn't just
I'm
keep sleeping while she woke up.
I mean, I could, but then I'm going to be wide awake through the night, and she's going to be gone to sleep. So it's kind of like passing ships in the night. So I thought I'd be the good guy, and I'd try and work with her schedule, which is fine because you know I'm a caster. We're in the luxury position that we can do this, but it does also mean that by about 5 a.m. I'm going to be like.
Well, hopefully it won't last that long then.
Basically, I'm jet lagged, is what it is.
Yeah, kind of. Your body isn't ready for what it's about to experience.
Well, I mean, luckily we're casting, and I'm with you guys, so we can keep me awake. But here we go. This is the scores from the last matchup. An absolute epic performance from Digital Athletics. 22 points, 12 kills, and a decent kill score across the board, honestly. Team Unique, they were popping off. Omakan, Paige, and T-Bone having a really great performance there. Obviously, Inside Games, unfortunately for them, they were kind of like the meat in the sandwich. Everybody catching them on either side. Welcome to South Georgia. They were kind of picking up the pieces throughout the most of it. And everybody else, well, there was a carnage on the east and the west hills. And Team Liquid, bless them, they either get first or 16th at the moment. They can't seem to find the middle ground.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that DA couldn't have pulled that game off a half year ago.
Yeah, maybe.
The amount of fragging power, I mean, the way that they've changed their playstyle in terms of them actually daring to do something aggressive, that has really been for the better for that team. And I want to, like, if you guys from DA are sitting and watching anyone, I'm assuming there's quite a few DA supporters out there.
Yes.
Tell them to keep doing this, because it's working. It's working really well, and they're not just a DA Lul. I mean, this was a straight-up really, really good game from DA. I want to see them keep doing that.
I mean, while I say it's not just the meme, they did kind of just go with the crash site and hold the crash site.
Well, they held it.
But it works.
The former DA couldn't have
they're
held it.
very good at holding sites.
Yeah.
They're very good at holding sites. You don't want to take a site off them, that's for sure. And generally, you might not be able to. This time, it is going to be a west to east plane going straight across the middle, which means we won't be seeing 5 teams heading towards Sosnovka this time around. And everybody should find their pretty much secure drop site.
Yeah, I'm looking for Team Unique. They have had periods where they jumped down to Prim. I thought there was a game, I think it was a couple of days ago, where both Team Unique and the former Soktudnam back then, they jumped to Prim, and they were both like, wait, other people go Primorsk as well? They thought, like, this is our little safe haven where nothing else works out, and they ended up fighting in that city. But of course, this time around,
it's not a city you want to fight in either.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really the
loot heavy, yeah.
Not really where you want to go, let's put it that way. It seems like they are indeed going to get up north. Severny is the choice of
so,
okay.
So welcome to South George. Give IG the territory again. So they had the option to go there this time. They could have gone to Lipo and Mansion and Prison, etc., where they wanted to loot. Instead, they've kept with Poor Man's Pachinki and Sunken City.
I don't really mind this spot too much. I mean, they are in between teams. I think this was a lot easier for them in scrims when ENS and DA were always fighting in Rostock, because that meant that there's one less team to worry about to maybe get pushed by. But I don't think this split that WG is doing now is too bad. I do believe, though, that they would much rather be over by Shelter, but Blaze, as you can see, they're pretty much committed to
Who
that.
gets the scrapyard first? Is it going to be... You think it's Unique, but will
Unique
Omakhan get there
from
quick?
Unique is not going to play from there. I don't think so.
No, they prefer to be further out on the edge. Omakhan absolutely will go for it. Besiktas could get there first as well, because this is looking like a very good spot for it. Tab and Co, Navi, they're all heading down. They're on the west coast at the moment. They're not going to go to their usual loot spot. They're just going to stick and loot on the west coast.
This looks like a committed scrapyard rotation, doesn't it?
From Uno, yeah, he's
heading
straight for it. Straight into the scrapyard. This is the... Oh, my God.
There's one rock. You literally have, like...
Literally open
500 meters of width to rotate through. Is he going? I think he might actually be. Either he's going to turn a left, like, within the next 10 seconds, or he's going to go to some called mini Yasnaya. The compound. Yeah, watch out. There are rocks in the field. Don't map and drive, guys.
I mean, it's
He's going to go to mini. He's going
right,
to go to mini Yasnaya, whatever you want to call the compound, southwest of Stalba, just north of the
no
north
peak.
of the river.
What was it called? No scope.
No, yeah,
no
people
scope.
call it no lean.
No lean. That was it. No lean. Because there was that weird bug right at the start, but you couldn't actually lean. Yeah.
Yeah, the no lean compound. Some call it mini Yasnaya. I think that compound has a few different names depending on what region you're playing from. Now, I want to see a team like Unique play this one up in the... I mean, the obvious one would be to go to that warehouse and the compound in the northeast of it. Just play it from up there. Pretty straightforward. I'm assuming they're going to do that too, but I want to see them, if the next circle then goes east, rotate immediately.
I think the problem is that there is a big chunk of the hills of Stauber here, which is why a lot of people are thinking maybe it won't go to this sort of standard finish position. Maybe it will go further over to the hillside. We have seen... obviously, a bunch of finishes on the hills of Stauber recently. But predominantly, it does go to where Kofos is right now. That's generally the sort of finish spot.
Let's put it this way. You don't want to lock yourself down in this circle, because there's so many different outcomes. Like, there's so many different ways this one can shift. And
it's horrible to rotate if you're not in the right spot.
You have Yasnaya that you potentially have to rotate through. You don't want to be rotating up Stalba too late. You want to be mobile. You want to be ready to go as soon as that circle pops, no matter where you are.
You know what? I've got it. Team Liquid, they're in their Avengers shirts.
That's what we were hearing. Yep.
They're in their Avengers shirts. That's it.
So they're all Spider-Man.
All the Spider-Man shirts. Yeah,
they're all Spider-Man. Yeah. He's also kind of the... Who's your favorite superhero? Or like Marvel hero thing?
I've never really had a favorite.
You didn't know? No.
No.
I mean, I don't really have one either. I'm just... I thought people had that.
I've never really thought of them a favorite. I mean, I like the Avengers films. I think they're fantastic. The whole Marvel series, way better than DC.
Doesn't take much.
No, DC have had dreadful films. I tried my best to watch the Titans TV show. I can't.
To be fair, the
I couldn't.
the Noel, what is his Chris Nolan? They're bad.
Chris
Like
Nolan.
the Batman movies, they were pretty damn good.
Well, it's just Chris Nolan though. That is, he's just brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting distracted. I'll start talking about these other films.
It's
which
too
are way
early
better.
it's too early for distraction like this, team.
Full Chris Nolan stuff. There's Dunkirk was Chris Nolan, wasn't it? It was a
Yeah,
fantastic
or his
film.
brother. I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Either way, fantastic. There you go. A little bit of film.
And Besiktas did go to the compound, so they're actually splitting 2-2.
Yeah,
from,
he went there
from
second man
Nolin.
went there.
Yeah, ooh, that's Smash finding one. Monkey losing out on the action. Shift does make him pay, though. Smash goes down. Apocalypse from afar actually being the one to secure that point. Seems like Mert will go down too, but not so far.
Third
Aero
party.
from afar comes up, connects one. That's going to be 2 players gone down. Shiv is down once more, and now multiple teams.
They literally just pulled up and stopped in the vehicle and said, "Boys, they're all fighting on the hill. Shoot them!" It's a turkey shoot on the hillside. The whole of Welcome to South George, mid-transition, just decide to pull up and pop off.
And this is a team, WTSG, that I've been waiting to see for a long time. A daring WTSG, even with the old NIP lineup, they needed. I don't want to say they needed more fragging power, because even with
5 kills,
but I mean, even
6 minutes in.
I know.
5 kills.
Even with Gaxi and MBS back then, they still had a lot of fragging power. It's just something's clicked with this roster now, and it's working out scary well. It is really. I mean, you can't even call out who is the top guy of this, who's the top guy who can do this and that. Like, what can they perform? They're all extremely versatile.
And it's funny, like to try and explain it to a North American. Obviously, they're always like, oh yeah, no, it's teams and all that. Like, and it always makes me think, how do European teams do so much better than North American teams across all esports? And you think of that team. There's an Irishman, there's a Turkish player, there's a Finnish player, and there's a British player. And it's just like, how do these teams work? You think the same with Team Liquid, right? And the same with FaZe. FaZe has got a Finnish guy, a Norwegian, a Russian, and another Danish guy now. So it's quite Scandinavian, really, that one.
How do they do it, man?
Yeah, but the
I know
point
what you
is,
mean. I know what
the
you
point
mean.
is they're all talking in English, and more to the point, I think it's the communications are just so much cleaner because it's not their first language.
Yes,
so
that makes sense.
they listen better. Whereas shouting over each other, which I guess happens every time I've listened to North American comms, that's what happens. Lots of yelling.
A lot of shouting, yelling. Yeah, I don't. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I've never been a NA PUBG player before. So I couldn't tell you what the reason for it is.
I'm not just talking PUBG. I'm talking
just
like a lot of esports. Like I've listened to tons of esports, and it's always the same every time I listen to comms between different countries.
Yeah, I would need some data to back up my idea, which I'm not gonna go out and.
Oh, you have a
and
different theory.
I mean, I have a theory, but I'm not gonna go get verbally abused on Twitter tonight over trying to share it.
I don't care. I can take it.
I know you can,
Thick
but
skin.
the internet can't.
That's true. That's true. So let's have a look at what's going on. The lay of the land. FaZe have done the standard FaZe thing. They've gone way around the north, wrapped around the north side of the coastline and going in towards the gas station. The problem is that After All are there at the moment, so they'll probably pull up short. If they continue on, they're going to get a short shark surprise. They are going to stop. Team Liquid, they're in the north of Severny. Welcome to South Georgia in the south of Severny. Outside of Severny, After All, and Unique. Unique didn't go very far, did they? They just went to the warehouse and the split, as we expected. You can see on Stauber, IG went in there, DA just off to the south, Amakan split across the hills, Besiktas, they had that 2-2 split across the Nolene and Junkyard. Down south of that is Blaze, kind of in no man's land. Looks like Pog took a big old risk with a 2-2 split at Crossroads and the gas station way down south. TSM, they're way over Komeshki way still at the moment, sitting edging their bets.
Quick note: no one's south of Yasnaya right now. Is this where we get the hard shift?
Is this going to be the hard shift and the Yasnaya City finish?
Come on.
No, it is going to be the northern swing. So up to Stauber. Well, FaZe Clan happy. So does this pull to Stauber or does this pull to a more northern route?
And also look how many people are up by Severny. I was questioning why so many teams committed there early because they want to have they want to not have to deal with Severny later.
We're still on the hard water shift, right, at phase 4?
Yes.
So this is phase 2 at the moment. So it's still plenty to play yet. Yeah.
Exactly. It still can easily go further towards that water next circle. TSM once again happy with that eastern rotation and And they'll get the best of it in form of the circle. Now, how are they going to play it, though? I don't expect this one to bounce all the way back to Stal, but we'll have to, of course, keep track and see what's going to happen. I mean, WTSG, they want to leave with vehicles, but there are so many players around them still. They can't really hop into them just
Stolen!
yet. No,
He's like, you son of a... God damn it, Sanya!
That was my kill.
That was
They already have 6.
I know,
Stop sharing.
that would have been their 7th kill. It's incredible, really.
They're
DA
going for
down
1
to
per
2.
minute.
After all, going straight by. Oh, he's got the wheel. That's not good news. They just lost a player a moment ago.
He's trying to push his teammate
He's
in.
backing it. He's backing it. Yeah, back it up, back it up, back it up. And out he hops.
If that was on purpose, that's really not that stupid a play.
But
He
look
was trying to
at the
push his friend
congestion.
further away from
On
them.
the western side,
Yeah, it's
obviously
tough.
Team Liquid have made the move. So FaZe moved up. Team Liquid moved into the gas station next to them. Most of them did.
I want to see Na'Vi rap south.
This
Whenever WTSG and TSM
This is unique as well in here. So this
Yep.
is a very tight area for two teams.
This is a horrible fight to have to take, especially this early in the game. Mexi finds one. Jeems and Mexi both down. Poke goes down, so EP is there to respond. K-Mine now finds one more. So they're
He's
down to
blocked on
2
the
with
stairs
Jeems
by his
potentially
teammate.
up. Yeah.
I want to go up the stairs. No, I'm going to...
It's just, I think it's just Stanley left alive on the other side. He gets spotted out by EP as well. No flushes coming in from him so far. And he is by himself here. That's a
Molly coming in,
ballsy
gun coming
throw.
out. Forces you to the left side. K-Mine has the angle now. Oh, and he pops out and gets the headshot. There we go. Okay, so they can get Jeems back on his feet as well. So Liquid lose 1 in that. Mexi the man down as they take the 4 kills from standing. Now, Na'Vi have kind of passed on by south of them. Everybody else is kind of safely passed on by. I think maybe not really a position to third party when they're in that spot. So everybody's just sort of safely gone into the territory.
What I was just saying about Na'Vi, I want to see WTSG do now. Wrap all the way south around and come over by TSM and say hello from there. There's absolutely nothing to fight for on that western side of the circle. Once Sonobots take control of what people like to call the doghouses up where EMEA is, they have so much view of that entire field. Because we're not playing Wrangle 2.0 with that whole little fortification trench area down there, which you can play. You have to wrap south around.
Looks like Besiktas has spotted Amakan. Kind of see them first. Besiktas continued to try and work the way up the hill here, but Uno was spotted. Kofos took the hit from Page, but he's just been hit by, I think that's Afteralt that just took the shot on him. That was Blue, so it's got to be Afteralt from way further north.
I don't even think that's possible. That's way too far away, but let's look at this Eyeball. He's going to find one. He's going to get tagged out in return.
And Jevles goes down.
Yeah. Uno, what can you do here? Tries to run off. They're not in a position to take this fight at all. They just don't have the info that they need in order to take this engagement, and they have to back off. I like this disengage.
T-Bone was knocked by Na'Vi, so that was further, way down the hill. So that was Omicron obviously overextending to try and get the flank around on Besiktas, and it does pull north. Wow. So it pulls away from Star, but FaZe, they're loving life right now.
What do you commit to, though, if you're FaZe here?
I mean...
Go to Uber?
I guess you go to Uber. You have to go to
one
Uber.
building. That's really not where you want to play, though.
Yeah, but it is kind of the center spot, right? It's going to pull away from the water in the next one. So it definitely will pull sort of where Afterall and DA, they're in a pretty good spot. But in terms of compounds, there's not really a lot.
Go east to Gustav instead, I would say, and play it from there, and then push in from the edge and take the fights to
Welcome
the mid.
to South George. Look at that. They're
open.
wrapping around Yasnaya.
I mean, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Go all the way south around and come up by where TSM are. And if they can get all the way to the east side now, there's 2 teams out there. It's just Tornado Energy and TSM. Continue wrapping east. WTSG, I don't know why they're going straight north now.
Yeah.
They should just continue making their way out east. It's only phase 3. It's one tick is 1 HP of damage. You can really easily do this.
He's like, God damn, if this tree wasn't here, I'd have such a good angle.
Yeah, unfortunately.
No. You had your chance. You had your chance, and you whiffed it.
Waits. Unfortunately, not able to connect that one. TSM control on the east as well. Want to make sure no one's wrapping around them.
That's a massive greedy split from FaZe, though, isn't it? They're not moving. They're not regrouping.
Everyone's playing on foot from now
Yeah.
on, and they know that. So they know that even if somebody comes towards us, 80 and Fuss will be able to spot them, and that's going to give Uber time to leave the compound safely anyway. So there's no reason not to keep this split, because they kind of have the tripwires that they need everywhere.
Tricky move for FaZe here.
That's a scary vehicle to drive,
That is
baby.
not a good vehicle.
3-wheel, 30% HP, Dasha, and you have to leave a compound. That's suicidal, Evie. That is very suicidal. And he's getting shot out now. You're dead.
Senya
He's
caught
actually
out.
dead.
Pog taking Sendy down. So now we're down to 1. Down to 3, sorry. Lost 1. Pog up on the hillside here. They also have Team Liquid in their sights down the hills. Besiktas down the south. They're wrapping around Stauber. Tornado Energy continuing as well. And surprise, surprise, the vehicle does explode. It'd be got away with it. That shot was very close to landing. It's FuzzFaze.
You say got away with it. I say stalled his death for another 30 seconds.
Where's his crate going? It's just gone right over Fuzzy's head. Is this
in
going to be
the
a gift from the gods for FaZe? No, it's gone ahead of them.
no
Oh, it's a complete suicide crate.
There's a bait crate, if I've seen one. Seems like EB did somehow manage to make it back to the compound, but they still have a tough rotation to make. There it is. I don't expect
Welcome to
anyone
South
to be
Georgia
going
just
to
coming
mid
straight.
side.
They could have just gone straight in this way. This makes no sense. They wrapped around to Yasnaya, which you think, brilliant. Keep on wrapping around to the east, but instead they're just going direct north.
I mean, they had to go around. The thing is, they needed to. The area they wanted to avoid was the whole warehouse area that you saw unique
They are
earlier.
eating
and now
that blue.
They're pushing forward. They have the match to stay here. They have 6 kills already, so it's going to be a decent game no matter what happens from here. But of course, we want to have even better. And the thing is, as I was just going to say, no one's going to be expecting this. So Sam's able to find one. They need to keep moving, though. Phase 4 is going to connect now. If they get knocked out here, they will go down.
I mean, Iroh needs to get the meds going as well. But he's in no man's land, so he's going to get spotted. Dimir will take him down. And now he's looking for more for the blue. He sees Miraku. Miraku's going to get to the tree, but he's going to take a big hit. Luckily saved by the flanking play from Samti. And down he goes.
You see Omak, and they're coming down now as well. If there's one thing that the former
Oh,
Stock
yeah.
the Numb lineups, they love, that
Look
is
at
the
it, though.
third-party
Oh my
opportunity.
God.
Everyone is rapping
Navi
on this.
are coming. Blaze are coming.
the only way
Omakan
you
are
can
coming.
move.
Meanwhile, in Stauber, Inside and Besiktas are clashing, but Omakan are just coming in to sweep up so many kills.
It's the only way you can go. We saw the end game last game. It was exactly out here. There's nothing to play there. You have to wrap around and get to that hilltop. There's nothing you can play from the sides.
And they're all going to bump into, like, Blaze and Navi and Team Liquid. They're all going to bump into each other just further north of this. Just very within shouting distance of what's going on. Iroh has got himself tucked in, the last man. And
It's gonna be a free
I can't
fall.
help notice, if they'd have just took their vehicles and carried on wrapping around like a standard phase rotate, they would have got around quite scot-free into the backside of TSM.
When I saw them start driving, that was what I was expecting them
Yeah.
to do. But I think the time they
Oh
spent
my
fighting
god,
them earlier
look at the map! What
was
is going
made
on?
It hard. This is going to be absolutely
Blaze
insane.
are getting wrecked. Oh my
Yeah.
god, turn it on. It is a absolute cluster, a clown fiesta, as you would like to call it in the southeastern side, southwestern. My east and west is always wrong.
It is difficult.
I should just give up.
Have you ever been a Boy Scout?
Yes, sadly.
You have. You should
course
know
I
these
have.
things.
I
Then.
know.
You should know these things.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, southwest, southwest.
Southwest? Is that the
Southwest.
new
Southwest. Southwest. It's how we say it in England.
It's how we say it in
England, no.
England. West.
FaZe and TSM, just a little love tap between the two. But Omakan, they are
Yeah.
continuing to move in. Navi are next on their kill list as they will finish them off. That's going to be Navi down in 12th place. And they've picked up a fair amount of kills. Blaze next on the list. DA also taking them down. Omakan are on a mission.
Yeah, this is how I see them succeed. Convert all maps you're playing into Sanhok. Because that's what they've done here. Play these maps like you would play Sanhok. What is working for you on Sanhok? Figure out how you can play that same style on other maps, and they're doing that right now.
DA in the Harry Potter. So yeah, 6 kills and easy kills as well. And they know that Rip's down there, by the way.
Yeah, they have
Ooh,
a pretty
T-Bone's
good
been
read.
knocked
There's
though by
one
6
on-
Mo.
The smokes are thrown, though, so I feel like the rest should be coming in. James been spotted out by the POC team. There's the 4 alive as well.
Oh,
the
he needed
rock.
that. He needed that.
Yeah, the rock eating some of those bullets. James, that nade bounces off. Nope, it goes a bit too far.
Oh, and his second one hit the rock, or both hit the rock actually, James's. So neither quite convergent. This could be a spot-on nade. James has to move and flank and try and get the pop and nade himself, but Metrix is already going ahead of him, and he will get the gun down. Gun in hand, ready to go. Ibi strikes back. Zacta down. Now, further south. Now, Omicron have decided to back away. They're flanking around. They're going to come in the back of IG now. And Besiktas, they're sort of engaged. So, Omicron are going to look to pick up some more free kills on Inside Games this time as they come to the edge of Stalbert. Ibi and K-Mind, they're just making a mad dash for it. And the circle goes sort of FaZe's direction again.
just some big old downhill slant. Vasco not able to connect the bullets needed to get the knocks confirmed. Ostrolobek will stay alive, but just for a little while longer because Page over the hilltop gets him down with the AK. Now there's still more players to find. You have a whole fresh team of Besiktas players coming out to join the fun now as well.
I think with a circle shift, they're just thinking, okay, let's wrap around. Let's get the north side of Stalber and catch everybody coming out of Stalber here.
They got to clear it and push back down to where they came from.
Yeah, well, Ivor's already doing it, so Ivor's
Yep.
already on the move, and they're looking to just try and catch all of these players. And there is, what, 8 players down there, I think? Or there was.
The thing is, Vasco saw 2. He sprayed at 2 up here, and they only got the kill on 1, so he knows for a fact there's one more
He's
guy
looking
thrown
for
around.
free kill.
Where he
Just
saw
see
him.
him, yeah.
These reads, how the hell do they spot them? It's so impressive. Any little color nuance that's not the grass or the shadow,
Yeah.
it is so impressive to watch.
This comes from thousands upon hours playing this game.
And digital vibrance at like 900%.
Oh, yeah, and just staring dead-eyed at the screen. That crosshair. I mean, I gotta be honest, like, I used to be able to do it many moons ago, back in old BF and DA. I used to play that Delta Force, DF, many moons ago, and that literally was a black dot. You'd spot a pixel, oh, there's someone shooting.
Yeah. That's
So
how fast you gotta go. I'm waiting for that one day where the PUBG pros become as good mechanically as the Counter-Strike pros. I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but the reaction speed and all.
The
I know
game
it's
engine doesn't
very
allow
different.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know it's very different, but once that is applied to what these guys can already now do in terms of the rotations, we're almost there. We are almost there. But there's some pixel differences that I think one game has a little better going
TSM
than the
are
others.
engaging on the east side. They are pushing in on Tornado Energy, pushing down on them, I should say, either way. But FaZe are getting involved in that as well. 8C has just kind of put paid to them. TSM eating a lot of damage there. Team Liquid also going off. Where did they just manage to strike? That was down on the south side, but Tornado Energy hit and run. But FaZe Clan kind of tripped up TSM there. Fuzzface, I keep seeing him in the kill feed. He's been outflanking and just keeps on picking up a kill here and there.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. They know they have the vision from below, and they're just taking
Omicron, 10
everything
kills and
they're
counting.
given. They are continuing to rack up points, but it's
spotted.
come at the cost of 2 knocks. It's only Ival and Vasco left alive, and they're surrounded right now by both.
Brexco's going in a vehicle straight into FaZe Clan. Bear is getting there as well. As say Bear, it's Gemty, obviously, you know that. He gets 80 down. It worked out for them. I think they pulled their attention towards Brexco. Trash may be able to catch Brexco if he will. That's going to be TSM gone. Team Liquid also may well follow. Came on the last man standing. Omicron down to 2, I believe. They still have Besiktas with them and Team Liquid behind them.
This next shift is exactly what FaZe Clan wanted. To make that shift up towards the northern side, they can just chill, they can wait, and look at the open areas that these opponents will have to run through. It's going to be practically impossible. Vasco sprays run down at a distance. 11 kills for Omagan Sports, and Liquid go out in 6th.
You know, the previous game, Page and T-Bone were going off.
Yeah.
It's only fair that now Ival and Vasco pick up the
They take turns.
pick up
They
the
take
slack.
turns.
Yeah, just take it.
They're
in
too
turns.
good to be all 4 alive on the server at the same time, so they take turns dominating people. I feel like that's only fair for everyone else.
It's a big day for them. I think they may even top the tables by the end of the day. The way they're going here with this many kills, they're already into top 5.
Yeah.
They just had a top 3 finish in the previous matchup.
With kills, at least, they should be in first place. So depending on this game, I think their placement points might also throw them on top.
See what they can do with Besiktas down south, but it's FaZe Clan that are in the dominant position now. And after all, by the way, they've been sat there the whole time, these two. We were talking about it, remember early on, where would you rather be?
Yeah,
and I said, after all's little ditch is quite good. And they've just stayed there. That shack that they're at now, that's where Uber has been the whole game.
Yeah.
And obviously they did the rotate at the start, but that's kind of where FaZe have been the whole game. So it has worked out for them. And finally, after all, a firing.
Finally, something
And Uber's
happened.
been caught. Okay, this Tornado
Goes
Energy,
down.
they're gonna wrap on FaZe now. FaZe are in trouble.
And this is where Tornado becomes scary. And there are 4 people alive late, and they get to do this, I want to call it a CIS push, where you just clean the edge completely like Navi would do. They are extremely good. Aliyah has been used more and more as a flank type off-guard person. You can see that's exactly what he's doing now, pushing up on the edge of the circle, trying to find these guys above. Then have Cum put an example, and those guys shoot to draw the attention, and he can come out from the side and go, hello there, and get himself a double.
Besiktas just got bought a bit of time there. They were trying to push down the hill, and Tornado Energy kind of had them. Alias, as you say, on the road. He's kind of gotten covered off. But after all, actually just knocked on the Tornado Energy, so it's kind of like trading blows. Now you can see whether Omicron, if they can get Alia down. After all, are making a big move. They're coming down south. They're making the play. They're looking to get some kills. They want to make the move around the side. And FaZe are just watching it all play out. Vasco Disco down. This is, after all, this is all happening just over to the east. And that's a nice headshot from Alia.
I must say, after all, making up for your mistakes on the same day, normally it takes watching VODs.
Yeah.
They had a game that ended just 100 meters south from here. They lost it because they never took control, and now with only 2, they aggress forward. They just got the kills, now they're getting even more. Thank you, all. Thank you, guys, for making up for the mistakes you made in Game 3, making it up now.
And they stole that one as well.
This is amazing. They're doing exactly what they had to do back then, and they're making up for it right now.
The problem is that their position now may be tantamount to nothing because Tornado Energy kind of have the main position, and they see Damlon. Yeah, absolutely see him silhouetting. Just I can spot that with my old man eyes. See him at that distance, and well, Fuzzface and Gustav are just letting this all play out.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to try and aggress on anything right now. They know that they have the downhill position. They know that eventually Tornado will come to them, and well, the less players that can be on their team when it does happen, the better off they are. And there's no way they can push up into it anyway, because they know that Tornado knows where they are. So they just need to wait.
And they're downhill.
Yes,
exactly.
You know,
Tornado will hold the hills, basically.
They just have to wait for a hopeful northern hard shift in the end of it.
We will see. Still plenty of time, as after all, have managed to get themselves both back on their feet. This could be the sort of deciding factor. If they can maybe land something on Tornado Energy, and maybe FaZe, we'll see whether they could benefit from that. But ooh, that's Fuzzface. Gustav, sorry, he's got. So Wade sees him down low. So they're thinking, okay, one down there.
And this is what scares me. He should have started shooting when he saw him in the
He
open.
should have,
When he caught him in the open.
Now
Now he's the one
staring
getting
at
spotted
you.
out. Now, but this is the issue. They already knew where they were. They're like, oh, but they'll figure out where we are. They know. There's only so many places you can be when Phase 7 is almost closed in. Just start shooting when you have 2 or 3 free shots like now. Shoot! Damage him! Do some damage. You're not incognito anymore to anyone. They know exactly where you are. They just don't care. Thank you for shooting. And
I think. I mean,
damage.
the reason he's waiting is so he can get the secured kill. That's the only reason he's waiting.
Well, that ain't gonna happen at this point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to take your knocks and hopes, and it works out for you maybe. But that's all he was waiting for there. Gustav did take a big hit, by the way, from Tornado Energy there. So he's down low. Bait crate sat in the middle. Nobody's going to be getting
That's
that
the
one.
award for the winning team. They get to go down, and whoever gets this crate will most likely win the game. If this one goes anywhere, if this one doesn't go anywhere but southeast, I think it's going to be a Tornado win. And with them being able to stay on that hillside,
they got the ridgeline now.
I don't see how they don't win this game. I mean, it is Gustav, it is Fuzzface, and we haven't seen much from this after all team before. Maybe they can pull out some. We saw Wade land some really good shots earlier too, so who knows?
But I mean, look at the terrain that FaZe got to play with. Like they have to come up the ridgeline now. So
I mean, they are dead. They are dead.
Fuzz is just going to try and flank around. Okay, no, he's not. He's going to try and pull a vehicle straight up there.
Might as well.
It's roll the dice and see what you can do with a Dacia.
They know
not really the car to go up the hills, I got to be honest.
You can
Come
run
on,
up fast.
you can do it. Come on. No.
Come on, Gustav.
Come on, Gustav.
Suiciding to Blue is over here.
We're going for A.
They know it's a 4-man.
They needed it. Smoking it up. Yeah, the car can't make it.
They know it's a 4-man on one side. They know
Gustav
it's a
just
2-man
took a
on the
battering.
other. He was like, you know what? No, this is too stupid. I'm not going to do that.
The car just can't get up there. if he had a 4x4, he would have done it. Would have worked
But
out.
look at this. The distraction. Tornado Energy. But like, what the hell is going on down
Wade's
there?
running. Wade's running.
And I love it. He saw the crate. He doesn't have a vest.
He
must go for it. There's
he's sitting now. He's
no
like,
way. There's no way.
He's like, have you got any smokes?
That is straight up suicide.
All right, Gustav down. So Wade. Okay, Danimon's going to finish that off. That'd be 8 kills and counting for after all, which is actually a pretty good pickup because they lost 2 players quite early on. Fuzz down low. Fuzz finds that instant headshot, wipes him out. I don't think he had any armor or helmet there left. I don't think there was nothing left.
He was busted.
Fuzz though, just going to come around the side, finish that one off. And now Wade got Melman stood right next to him, and this should be a Tornado game now. It is a 1v4. And as was said before, you don't win a 1v4, you lose a 1v4. That's simply how it works.
Just wait for your teammates. There's no reason not to do that. Just wait, Melman. You're 4v1. Thank you. No, as I say that, wait, what?
He got trashed down, but he went down after all.
He did die. Okay, the game
blue.
crashed. The game couldn't handle all the action.
The blue took him down, I think, in the end. There,
No,
but,
he did get shot. He did. You can see it in the kill from the back.
Oh,
he did
does
get
it?
shot. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Good
8
stuff.
kills for Tornado Energy, and they well, we didn't see much of them because they were one of the teams that were in the passive Eastern side.
Yeah.
But they played it very similar to the way they played
But
the
you know
last
what?
one.
You know what they were in? They were in the spot that Welcome to South George could have gone to.
That is true.
That is exactly
That
where they were.
is
And we
true.
thought they were going to do it. They were down in Yasnai. They had vehicles. Just thought, carry on
Just keep
rotating.
wrapping, yeah.
They literally wrapped all the way around to Yasnaya and then went, let's just go north.
I think they felt pressured by the circle. I think they saw the blue coming
had
in and they were like, we gotta
cars.
go. Yeah, but
They had vehicles. Just carry on wrapping. The spot.
Yeah.
Exactly what we thought they were going
I
to do.
know.
Anyway, this was Liquid and Unique clashing early on in the gas station. This was around about phase 2 when the circle had started to pull over to the eastern side. And this is Welcome to South George. I mean, luckily for them, they got those kills early on. Remember, they took down Exalt,
Yep.
and they were looking good. I think they actually ended up with about 7 or 8 kills. So, it carried them through. Massive performance from Amakan. I think they ended up with about 11 or 12 kills as well. So, really big performance from them this time.
And they've just been delivering today. I mean, they had a good game on Miramar, getting a 2nd place. Then they won the game on Sanok, and now they went up and did really, really well in this game as well. So Omagan most definitely a team to look out for throughout this tournament.
Yeah, fantastic stuff, Wade. After all, picking up, I think, 7 or 8 kills at the end. I think 8 with the conserve kill on Gustav.
True.
So they managed to secure themselves decent points this time around, which is, especially when you're looking at a top 8 finish, to get an 8-kill game in a 3rd place is massive. Obviously, 8 kills in 1st place, 18 points for Tornado Energy and FaZe Clan with a 2nd place finish. Wasn't a massive kill game. I think they're about 4 or 5, but you know what? They had the territory. It just went to them. Sometimes that's just the way it is. So we're going to go to a break, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get the points up in a moment before we go anywhere, but don't leave. Play a couple of games of PUBG and then come back later because at 1 p.m.
1 p.m.?
1 p.m. It's not 1 p.m. 1 a.m. I told you I was going to get wacky later on. 1 a.m. I know my hours. I was 100 hours will be North America. It's going to be 6 more games, so we're not done yet. But hold steady, boys. We want the scores. We want the scores, George Shores. I want to see if Omicron at the top. I got a feeling they will be. Well,
Yes.
let's have a look. Let's see them on your screen. Up at the top is Tornado Energy. Obviously, this is the last game. With Omicron, 14 points with 11 kills. Only 3 placement points, but they were popping off.
8 kills for WTSG, though.
And Team Liquid. 8 kills for Team Liquid.
Yeah,
That's pretty big. I didn't spot that. Obviously,
they
that was they were down to 2. K-Mind and AB, I want to say, was the last two standing.
What is your biggest takeaways from today? Just 1 or 2.
I don't really see. I mean, Omicron obviously popping off, but yeah, I mean, you look at the teams down the bottom. Some of the big teams down the bottom, like TSM, bottom place. Na'Vi, 13th place. This is something that we expect to see very different, I think it's safe to say,
Yes.
over the next 2 days, but it has not been a big day for them, especially when you see the likes of Welcome to South George up there. Fantastic. I'm actually really quite excited. You said it yourself. I'm quite excited for this lineup now. Omicron, I don't think anyone ever doubted this. With the performance N47 showed in PEL Phase 3, they themselves said, well, let's just see what we do with the next phase. Well, they didn't get a chance to have the next phase. This is their next phase, and they are still proving to be a formidable team.
The fact that they've been racking up over 12 points per game is absolutely insane. I mean, it is really, really, really impressive and practically impossible to go out and
they've took
deliver
that step
time and
beyond
time again.
against the top teams. Zuktatnam always used to be a great team, but they've took that step beyond performing so well on Sanok to performing so well on every map, which is exactly what they needed, and it's solid performance from them overnight. I just hope it continues throughout. I'm really excited to see how this lineup can continue to do. That is it for Europe, or EMEA, Europe,
I'm just going to let
Middle
you talk.
East, Africa, whatever the hell it's got everything in it. So Europe, Middle East, and Africa, isn't it?
And Greenland.
Overall, and Greenland.
Represent.
We'll be back in 2 hours' time. I think it is, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. It's up here. It's here. Nearly 11 o'clock. Nearly 11 o'clock. We'll be back in 2 hours' time for the North American qualifiers. 6 more matches. And don't forget, tomorrow, things kick off. I believe it's at 5 Central European time, I want to say, for EMEA. That's going to be the, obviously, next 6 games. And that's going to be the same for Sunday as well. So lots of action throughout the weekend. We'll see you in 2 hours.